path to the Super Bowl is through Philly. We clawed, we scratched, and we fought to get here. We pushed through the pain and the pressure for this moment, for this hour.
Stafford's got to have it. His throw is incomplete. Not close. Philadelphia to the championship game.
And now, the hunt continues.
Jalen Hurts, touchdown.
Now is when we reach deep inside and unlock what should not be unleashed.
50, 10, goodbye! Another one!
This is where we become the beast, the threat, the terror.
He's hit! They've got him!
This is who we are. This is why we're here. This is how we hunt.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one,
Yeah,
sit
but they make
back,
the Super
and
Bowl. Who do they
enjoy
bring
the
in?
show.
They're gonna resurrect
This
Reggie White.
is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Brian Dawkins, and you're looking at
Kelsey.
Corner Pub Sports.
They can't have Kelsey.
Corner Pub Sports.
Double down.
We'll do it live.
Bubbling my ass, man. Yeah.
He beats Fox.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports coming at you here live on a Friday night. Not just any Friday night. It's the Corner Pub show before Championship Sunday. We got Papa Sheed in the house. We got Mike. We got Gary. We got Ryan, who's virtual tonight. We are going to be talking Eagles Commanders Sunday. Huge game. Jalen Hurts finally gets his redemption shot, right? Finally, 2 years later, only 2 years later, he gets to go back.
Well, it wasn't even a redemption. He's got a redemption. If he wins, he's got a redemption shot.
Right.
Because
he
he
has
won.
a shot at redemption, I guess I should say. Possibly, trying to get to the other side of the confetti this time. We'll see what happens. We're going to get into it big time. Just a upfront message. We were supposed to have NFL great Ricky Waters on with us tonight. Unfortunately, about 3 hours ago, Ricky had to reschedule. He had an event that he had to get to, and he didn't want to cut us short. He wanted to give us ample time, so we have agreed to reschedule with Ricky. So once we get that new time, we will pass it on to you guys. We apologize for anyone who's tuning in for that.
But keep listening.
Yeah. But yeah, so Ricky Waters will be on the Corner Pub Sports show in the near future. Okay, so apologies about him not coming on tonight. But before we really get into this stuff, just a quick question, guys. What are you guys drinking?
Well, I guess I'll go first. It's Brack. I got the Young's Double Chocolate Stout.
Yeah,
we got another 3 months of this.
3 months? I think you're shortchanging it. It's going to be at least 6.
I'm doing old reliable. I got lager tonight. Doing a Yingling lager. Gary's got iced tea.
I got
Papa Sheet's got a lager. You want another one? No.
I got rum and coke.
Rum and coke. So before
That's different.
before the show here, and while Gary shares this story, I'm gonna put some comments up. You were telling us a story about Batman beer.
Yeah, we're teenagers. We're hanging outside at a playground. It's right across the street from the playground. There's a factory and there was high steps. So that's where we all met up and hung out. So we're all hanging there drinking. And this guy comes around with his case of beer, just a cardboard box with a stenciled Batman symbol on it. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? He said, you need Batman beer. So, you take a bottle of beer out of the case, out of the box. There's not even a label on the bottle. It's just a clear bottle of beer. Okay. The cops pull up on us, right? And they're dumping all the beer out. And the cop says, what the fuck is this? He opens it up. He lifts one out of the fucking case. It explodes. He said, who bought these? That's who I'm taking to jail. And Dave points to the other guy. He says it was him. And he's like, no, it wasn't. So the cops end up locking him up.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't me.
Shaggy.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt.
That's what he had to say.
Fucking Batman beer.
Fucking
Batman.
Junior.
Freaking spray painted on a box. Like that'd have been telltale sign number one right there. Like, you want some Batweiser? Like what? Like,
And there was not, on my favorite part, there was nothing on the can. It was just a bat symbol.
No, the bottle was just nothing, Ryan. It was just
Oh, I
nothing.
thought it had the bat symbol on it.
where did it come from?
I don't know.
Probably bottles of piss.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it's got to be like
Some dudes down the woods drinking, pissing in bottles. taking the
Boom,
label
boom,
off.
boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
The cop picked one up out of the box.
Peterson said, "Not drinking, but enjoying some laughing Buddha."
Nice.
I can only think that that's a very legalized item you have in your hand, there, Dave.
municipal.
Yeah. I got a card for that.
Yeah, it's medicinal. But not municipal. It don't work for the fucking city. It's fucking medicinal.
Municipal. It took me a second. I was like, municipal. It's collecting your recyclables.
Yeah,
on
well,
Monday
what's he
morning.
owned by the fucking city?
Yeah, I like drunk Gary better.
Man.
He would have never caught that.
Oh man. Well, I guess the other thing before we really get into it, we're getting closer. We're about 9 weeks away from our 10th anniversary blowout. At Sandy's Beef Finale, March 29th, Saturday,
Crazy,
March
9
29th. It'll be the afternoon. We got some special guests that'll be joining us. Hopefully they won't bail on us too.
Everybody's going to have to reschedule.
Yeah, no. So we should be good for that. But at Sandy's Beef Finale in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, should be a good time. We're really excited about it. We're gonna have prizes and all kinds of stuff, and get to meet some guests and
Sandy's Beef.
Yeah, Sandy's Beef.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah,
Well-
Sandy's got some good beef.
Let's get to it, boys and girls. Eagles, Commanders.
Man, did you not get fired the fuck up by Doc?
Yeah.
Yo,
Dude.
yo,
that
ready
dropped
to
about an hour
run through ready to run through a wall.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's
Absolutely.
go.
Let's fucking go.
Absolutely. Dude, it's Peterson said, I'm not getting deported. I got my green card. Eagles, Commanders, NFC East battle for the chance to play in New Orleans, man. I was trying to think. I guess
It did happen.
well, so Eagles played the Cowboys for the championship in 80.
Right.
I'm trying to think any NFC East teams. So like when the Giants and Redskins both made the Super Bowl, the Giants beat the 49ers. I'm trying to think who the Redskins beat to get in.
They beat
It's-
the
it's-
Minnesota the 1 year.
Is Minnesota 90? Okay.
No, I think Minnesota was the one in the 80s.
Oh, 87.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did they play?
And they beat Chicago in one of them.
Could be. Let me look it up. I'm really curious because, I mean, honestly, and then when Dallas, won, it was usually the 49ers,
The Packers.
I think was a year. So it's usually those guys. So like, I don't think it was like ever Giants, Cowboys for the title. Since 1980.
Since 80.
Yeah.
I don't remember one.
Let me see. 1980. NFC champion or 1990.
Shouldn't you be able to just type in like
It was
how many times
Giants 49ers in 90. And 91 was that's right. It was the Barry year. It was Barry against and Detroit against Washington and Washington won. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. How about that? So yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know about the early 80s, but
Theismann and Riggins.
I'm just trying to think like Washington and Dallas since 1980 never played in the title game.
Dallas was bad in the 80s.
Yeah. Eagles didn't make it that far in the 80s except for
No.
that year.
Yeah, I mean,
The Giants, like the Giants and Redskins might have, because they were both.
So how about 86, right? 19.
That was the year the Giants won.
That was the year the Giants won. 1986 NFC title game was there you go. Giants Redskins. So 86 it did happen. And then in 87 the Redskins went. So who did they play that year? Minnesota. That was Minnesota. Okay. Yeah, so all right, so there you go. 1986 Giants and Redskins. So that's the last time that two NFC teams had made it to the championship.
When was Doug Williams there?
That was 91.
for only the 5th time ever, the NFC Championship will be played between two NFC East teams.
Wow.
Damn. You got the list of all of them, Mike?
Well, we got 3 now.
Yeah.
Right? We did 3 of them, so there's got to be
2 more.
2 more. That's if math
Yeah,
is
it doesn't
correct.
say.
Dave Peterson, you're our man.
Yeah, you're on it.
Anyone can do it. You can.
He's our research guy. Give us the list of the 5 times the NFC East has played in the NFC title game.
You can do it. Put your mind into it.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
Oh, that's right. That wasn't Diddy. I'm sorry. I forgot. That's not Diddy. I'm sorry.
Papa Sheet, welcome to the show.
Your dad immediately was like, what the fuck was that?
That was perfect.
You want to explain to him what it is?
That is Diddy and Meek Mill. That's
Now,
apparently.
what was the game that we were playing?
That's not that.
No, that's not that.
No,
that was from
that's
Diddy,
Diddy.
fucking Meek Mill.
That's Diddy and Meek Mill.
Oh, God.
Diddy's tearing that shit up.
So then we have this. Those are just. You couldn't hear that one?
Oh, great. So we're going to listen to it again?
Oh.
Awesome.
Mike's favorite part.
And then we have this one. That's actually a weightlifter. But then here's the other one again because you missed it the first time. These are just. When we
So how much research does it take to find these?
So Papa Sheet.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole story behind that.
Yeah, totally.
So Papa Sheet, we played a game called Guess. Is it gay porn or weightlifting?
Okay.
And those were.
Okay.
Sean did the research. Hours of research to do this.
And his wife came down and was like, what the hell are you doing?
She's like, well, she
You
knew
had to
what
go
I was,
on YouTube for it.
she knew what I was doing. She's like, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did it here. Yeah, we did it here. Yeah, it was fun. No, it wasn't people actually here. It was just audio. It was just audio clips.
Oh, just audio.
From,
it's
from
just
her
audio.
point of view, seriously, from her point of view, could you imagine walking in and seeing your significant other, like hearing that?
Actually, I think the moment my headphones were off, like literally off my ears, just enough where I can hear when the clip ended. And I had my head away from the computer screen, so I had to fucking look at it because all I saw was a face buried in a pillow. Because I scrolled down enough, that's all I could see. And I was like, okay, that's enough of that one. And she comes, are you okay? I'm gonna go pick the kids up from school. I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done here. She takes off, and she's just shaking her head. She goes, I can't believe you're doing this. The best part is, Papa Sheet, that's the second time we played that game.
Really?
Yeah, the second time is definitely better than the first. Wait until the third time.
There's not going to be a third.
That might
Yes,
not.
there is.
Don't
Time
lie.
is a winner.
Yes, there is. I got to defend my title.
Gary, you lost. I don't
Nobody's
care.
trying to take that from you.
You can have it, Ryan.
Wait a minute, my son was involved in this.
Sure was.
He won the
He was,
game.
he's
won.
like,
I
he's like,
won.
"Yeah, I'm gonna win this motherfucker."
Yeah, he was all excited. He got it all.
You're sicker than your brother.
I won though.
Whatever it takes, right?
Yo, it's like Seinfeld. Like when he won the contest, like that. Yeah, it's fucking right.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Where's Angie at?
Oh, she's upstairs. She
Okay,
ain't listening to this shit.
All right, so let's.
Knows better.
All right, so we go. So Dave's been a little quiet here. So he's probably
researching.
Oh,
He's
he's
working on
definitely
Yeah, he's
researching.
doing research.
You got Polsky here saying, at dinner tonight, wearing my Eagles hat, a guy at another table walked over to ours, shook my hand, and said, "Go Birds! A win is in the air. We got this." We got Peterson, who's getting. Let's talk last week's game. Peterson's like, let's talk some goddamn sports, you animals. You know, let's go. We'll talk about last week's game in a second. Let's just kind of,
Soak
this in that we're in our 8th championship game this century.
We are hosting the game. We didn't expect to be hosting this game, and we're hosting
Third
it.
straight they're hosting, right?
Third straight, yeah.
It's goddamn impressive.
Mhm.
It's like this, I know like everyone in Washington is like, oh, Jaden Daniels and the comeback win against the Bears, and then we came back against Tampa, and then we
As
had the
they
game
should
last
be.
week, and this and that, and we beat Detroit and all this, and they should be.
Yeah.
But why aren't the stars aligned for the Eagles too? The line, the Eagles, if Saquon catches that pass, and so a couple other things work out. If Devontae Smith catches that pass against Washington,
Right.
we're
But
the
then
number
we
one
just-
seed.
Didn't we
We're the
just say
number one.
didn't my dad just say like if he had a 15-inch dick?
Right, exactly. And
Yeah,
fortunately, he only
You
has
never
14.
have to work, I guess.
He only has a
Yeah.
14 incher.
But it worked out. We got all the home.
Right, but
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like that. All that stuff didn't happen, and we got 2, and they were still hosting. Aren't our stars aligned too? Like we didn't have to play Washington in the second round. Who, we got it. Not
What do you
saying.
think? What do you think the difference would be if we were number 1? You think there'd be a difference?
There'd be no difference now. We'd still be hosting the game,
No,
right?
like I think like what happened there as the season went on, like you've seen hands down who the best team in the NFC is. All year it was the Eagles.
It was the Eagles, yeah.
As good as as good of a season as the Lions had, you constantly seen the flaws.
Chink in the armor as they
Wow.
started to get banged up with injuries.
Right,
Well, that's what
right.
it was. When Hutchinson went down, who's arguably one of the top 3 defensive players in the league,
Mm-hmm.
at least especially the season he's having. When he went down, that was a huge blow to them.
Mm-hmm.
And Eagles fans everywhere looked at that, went from the outside looking in, going, "Ooh, we have an opportunity here."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out that way. It's unfortunate. You never want to wish. Honestly, you don't want to wish injuries on anybody.
But no, it's a part of the game. Like if it happened to us and
Yeah.
Detroit took advantage, like it is what it is.
I don't mind wishing an injury. I just don't want to see it ending.
Mhm.
All right, put him out for 1 or 2 games. Fine. Yeah, I can accept that. I don't want to see a career ending.
Except Michael Irvin.
Right.
Except for Michael Irvin. Yeah.
Except Michael Irvin.
Fuck that guy. All right, here we go. Dave Peterson's got our list. 72-73. I don't see. 72, 73, 82, and 8. Dallas and Washington. Oh, okay.
82,
72 and
83.
73 and 82 and
83
83.
were
Dallas and Washington. 80 was the Eagles and Dallas. And then this year, Washington and the Eagles.
And then you said the other one too, right? So there's
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then there's the
Number
other one.
one
you
was
guys-
the
and
Giants
then
and
the
the
Redskins,
Redskins.
Redskins, Giants, 86.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1980. That's when Logan Montgomery ran all over Dallas.
Yep.
Yep.
That was the Ice Bowl, right?
Oh,
Well, not Ice Bowl, but it was our Ice Bowl.
It was frozen there. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It was cold.
Not the Ice Bowl, but our Ice Bowl. Yeah, so it's remarkable that 8 times now we're playing for a Super Bowl since the turn of the century.
Yeah.
It's and third time in the last 7
Yeah.
years.
So let's take a step back and talk about that for a second. Our the
Is that a
Eagles.
new hat, by the way, Mike?
Yeah,
That's a nice looking hat.
thank you.
It's all fresh. It's still got the tags on it.
I don't know
It
about
doesn't.
that,
It doesn't.
are the Eagles the best NFC team
Yes. Yes.
of the century?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That's no question.
Giants have 2 Super Bowls, but
They've been irrelevant.
they've been awful for years.
Right, and the Redskins went through being irrelevant. The Cowboys did, like in this century. The Eagles are the only team in
Braves
this
got
century.
7, but they don't even have a championship.
Right.
We at least have a Super Bowl, and that's pretty consistent for San Fran. That I didn't know they had 7. That's pretty impressive.
I think there's somebody that might have 6.
There is some. There's
Green
3.
Bay?
Green Bay and another team has 6. I think there's another team with 6 also. If I'm not mistaken, if I saw that correctly.
Okay.
Arizona has like 3.
The Saints.
Could be.
I don't think they have 6.
No.
What about Pittsburgh?
That's
No. We're talking
That's
NFC.
It's just
AFC.
NFC.
AFC obviously is like
Minnesota,
the Chiefs are-
maybe?
Who's that?
Minnesota could be.
Minnesota had their share. I mean,
They could have 6.
Carolina has 3. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The year they beat us, and the 2
Yeah,
years
they went to the Super Bowl twice.
Yeah, they lost 1 year with Cam, and they won 1 year with Cam.
What
No,
about
they didn't.
Seattle? What about Seattle?
They never-
Seahawks?
they never-
They have one.
Carolina
at least
never
one,
won.
right?
They won a Super. They
No.
went to a Super
No.
Bowl.
Go to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
No.
Get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they never won the Super Bowl.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
you said they won with
championship.
No.
they
I'm saying
lost-
championship games. Yeah. They won one
Right.
with Cam. They lost one with Cam, and then they won one with Galone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
Not the Super Bowl.
they didn't
Okay,
win a Super
gotcha.
Bowl. No. What were you saying, Papa She?
Seattle.
Seattle has quite a
That-
few.
One or two.
They went to 2 since 2010. They went to 13.
They obviously lost to 1.
They lost to Denver, and they lost to
They lost to New England.
so they went to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They beat Denver. They lost to New England. They went to another one. Yeah. So they've been to at least 3. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to answer your question, I think it's a yes. I mean,
Didn't they lose to the Packers too?
they've only had who?
San Fran. I mean,
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably that year that
So it's-
the
yeah.
Packers won it. Yeah,
Yeah.
2010.
I think there's only one team that has 2 championships.
so the Giants are the only one
I think so. Can you think of anybody else that has 2?
since the turn. I think that's it because it's been dominated by New England,
Right.
and by
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Right. The Rams
Uh,
won.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
The Rams won 1. Tampa won 1. Tampa only won 1, right? No, Tampa
Yeah.
won 2. Tampa won 2.
They won
Yeah.
2,
The one with Tom Brady. Yeah.
and then the one that they beat us.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So Jay said Vikings have won 4 times. Oh, he's talking about the Super Bowl. He's talking
Yeah,
about
we're talking just a century though.
We're talking about just a century in NFC title games.
Since 2000.
So Tampa
We're doing this all
got
off
to
the
be.
top of our heads too. Like we're not
Yeah.
even looking at anything. We're just like
Tampa's got to be in the
some
conversation.
dude's driving
too.
his car, listening to the podcast, like
Yeah. Stop.
Arizona, whatever.
Yeah,
like
right.
saying something like
No, I mean, Tampa's got to be in the discussion too. Then if they got 2.
actually Tampa. That's yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Tampa has 2 Super Bowls as well, and they're
They're always relevant too.
their division blows.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, even with Jameis Winston, they competed to win that division. So like they're
Well,
always
you know what,
relevant.
When we get our second Super Bowl this year, then there won't be any conversation.
Yeah.
Then that'll end the conversation.
Slow down, Mike.
and winning percentage
Uh-oh.
too, man. Winning percentage. Since the turn of the century, the Eagles are in the top 5 in top 3, I think, all NFL,
Yeah.
in winning percentage.
Can
So,
you believe the Chiefs though? Is this their 8th straight?
8 straight title
Yep.
game.
8th straight title game.
Yep.
We're talking about 8 since the turn. Like
Remember,
they've been
we went to
8
3,
straight.
4 straight, and we were like,
Yeah.
8.
Eight
You were talking about-
conference
they said
title games in a row.
WIP. As far as going to the let me think about it for a little bit.
All right. We'll come back to you.
all right, Wildworth.
It's about as fucking casual
as it gets.
All right.
What?
It's like
Broke his concentration.
he's trying to.
No, it's something
What?
about four.
Hold on, hold that thought.
4-0. Something about the conference titles or something like that. I can't exactly remember. I can't pinpoint exactly what they were talking about. But they were
English,
talking,
motherfucker, do you speak it?
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yo, stop picking on my dad. Is it that is it maybe that the last three, if they win this NFC Championship, the last 4 NFC Championships they won to get to the Super Bowl?
who was the first three?
No, because they lost one in 2008.
Oh, right. They lost to the Cardinals.
Right.
They lost to the Cardinals.
Right.
Yeah.
This would
The
be the
last-
third.
last
This
three
would be the third one in a row that they win, and it's the third one in a row at home.
Right.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what they were talking about, something like that. Because I know they were talking about would Los Angeles Rams be in there someplace?
No, they lost to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, they made 4 in a
something
row.
about the
Actually, Mike,
Rams.
the Rams are another team too. The Rams.
They only won 1 though. 1 to 2.
Okay.
Let
me just think about it. Right.
Great.
See if I can remember
Kurt
exactly
Warner
what
didn't
they
win.
said.
Was that
Oh,
2000?
99.
Yeah.
No, it was 99. It was 99.
So,
and they lost to the
Dad,
Patriots.
could it be that like the last 2 that they won, they were over in the middle of the second quarter, so you could start the celebration?
Could be.
Which we
remember,
did.
I don't remember exactly how they put it, Ryan.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Could be.
Well, we're just mentioning the Rams, so we'll come back to the Eagles Washington game. We'll really dissect the game in a second because you're really tuned in for our analysis. Let's
our
go.
anals.
Fucking
Our
right you
anals.
did.
That's what
Ever
we
have a
do.
gal suggest that you need some attentions paid to your buttholes?
So, all right, here we go.
Dad, you forgot, didn't you? You forgot.
Forgot what?
What this show's like.
No.
You remember?
Not even.
Yeah, you remember?
Teams listed by NFC Championship Game appearances.
This is all time. This is all
San
time.
Francisco's been to 19.
19, Cowboys 14, Rams 11, Packers 9, Eagles 9.
Damn.
Tied with the Vikings. Commanders 7, Giants 5, Bears 5, Tampa Bay 4.
Look at the Giants there. They're
Well,
5.
5-0. When they get there, they get there.
Eagles are 4-4 in title games.
I'll take that.
You're gonna be 5-4.
Yep.
Carolina 2-2, Atlanta 2-2. Seattle has only been a 3. Huh. And they were all this century. Wow.
Yeah.
Saints 3, only made 3. And then you got Carolina and then Detroit 0-2. So obviously the second was last year, and the first one was the one we just talked about in 1991 when they lost to the Redskins.
Yep.
Wow. How about that?
Is that Peterson?
Yeah, Dave.
Nice.
Yeah. Good pull there, Dave. Good job.
Good pull. Stall a minute. I'm going to grab a drink.
All right.
Well, we're gonna talk anyway.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Yeah.
What do you think? He's running this show or something?
Yeah.
Stall a minute.
Yeah. Stall.
Yeah.
Keep my seat warm.
Let's see the fucking producer.
So no, I mean, I guess let's
Go to the Rams game, man.
Yeah.
It was that was
started out.
Woo.
If I'm not mistaken, it started out with the Eagles getting the ball, having a long, well, not even a long drive, a relatively short drive, 6 plays or something like that, and 44-yard touchdown run by Jalen.
Jalen went down the right near
Right side.
sideline and
Yep.
took off, man. That was a hell of a gallop, man. When he got to the open field, I'm like, there's got to be someone
Well, he got popped. He got popped in the backfield, and then he
right.
broke through.
And I'm like, there's got to be someone.
I'll
back
tell you
there.
what, that like I don't know what Seattle's or what the Rams defense was doing, but they were selling out to the point where there was no back end. It was like after they broke through the line, it was daylight.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
Well, I mean, obviously on the last Saquon touchdown, and we'll get to Saquon's performance as well. But you saw the footage, right? Where Saquon turns to Hurts and goes, "Watch this." He turns him, and because Jalen. First of all, people need to give Hurts a little more credit. I'm tired of the fucking hate on this guy.
Well, what they were talking about on the news, Sean, is when those two were talking, Saquon and Hurts.
Yeah.
Like Saquon was going to go to the right, and Hurts told him, no, go to the left.
I was just going to say, Hurts called out of the play. He audibled the play. He called it off, called out something, and then he looks at Hurts, and then Saquon looks at Hurts, and Saquon goes, oh, watch this. You can read his lips. Watch this. Poof, gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And and did you? I don't know if you saw this. He got advice from LaShawn McCoy about what spikes to wear and all this. The other thing he got advice on was when you see an opening early in the game, wear them out otherwise. And then late in the game,
let that hole go.
Hit that hole again. And he did.
Yeah.
And he took off.
Because that way throughout the game, they'll think you don't see that hole. And then at the end of the game, when they're worn out, then you take it.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
There's only certain guys that can get away with that. A Derrick Henry can get away with that. A Saquon can get away with that.
Like the premier star running backs.
Like when you have that much confidence, you have that much skill set that you can hit that second level without an issue.
Yeah.
But it's also mental, dude, to be able to dissect and see what's going on and know how to attack it. And like it's just Saquon's on another level. Like
it's a goddamn shame that it took 7 years for him to really unleash his potential.
Right.
Because he played behind a horrible Giants line for years and years and years.
Who cares?
Sapolsky said, I don't hate, he's talking about Hurts. I don't hate Hurts. He just needs to stop running a bit past more. He can't take another concussion. Look, I agree. Here's the thing.
Now it's do or die.
Yeah, you have to do whatever it takes to win. And one of his biggest assets is his legs. He might not be able to run, though. Like, we don't know what we're going to get on Sunday.
He's going to get that good medicine.
Oh, he had that good medicine at the end of the game last week.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to have the good medicine, the stuff that we're not supposed to talk about. The NFL doesn't know exists.
Yeah. The stuff they gave Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Oh, it's always CBD. Relax.
What do you say? Snow, sleet, or rain, the Eagles ready to train? Or what did he say?
Some shit like that. Yeah.
I was like,
as he's talking, though, you see his eyes. They're all glassy and dilated. And shit.
He's all fucked up.
Oh, man. Pretty wild. But that game, man.
He's using that municipal stuff.
Municipal. That's what we should call this.
Here we go again.
The municipal card. Medical municipal card. So Hurts takes it to the house. Eagles go up 7-0. But then Elliott misses the extra point, and then the Rams come down and score.
Yeah, so 7-6.
All right, they take the lead, and then you're starting to feel better because the Rams kind of go cold a little bit.
The Eagles score the next touchdown, right, to make it 13-7.
Right.
But what? If you ask me, the guy that won this game for the Eagles, it was fucking Jalen Carter.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Like
100%.
He's completely become a game wrecker. Like,
yeah. I mean, we'll get to that. I mean, because he did, most of his damage in the second half. But yeah, so I mean, I forget what are you looking up?
So it's 13-7. So because that's when Saquon takes it for 62.
Okay.
When he went to the right side, Elliott made the extra point. I was actually surprised they didn't go for 2 there, but I guess it was a little too early.
Right.
Then it starts getting a little hairy because then the Eagles' offense kind of goes stale. And the Rams have a drive at the end of the first half. They kick a field goal. Eagles getting the ball back.
It just started
13-10 at halftime.
13-10 at halftime. Then
the Rams started getting the ball. But the thing is the Eagles get the ball and they're driving. They're driving down the field. Right. They're in field goal range, and they fuck it up.
Right.
Royally fuck it up.
Yeah.
Hurts got sacked.
Yeah. And then some weird sack at the end. Like, it just we
just said he took a sack. Yeah.
But I think he got sacked on the Hail Mary the next play, too. Or the potential Hail Mary on the third or fourth.
Yeah,
down,
something weird. Yeah, that's right. Something weird did happen.
where
on that play.
he just kind of like instead of lofting it up, he just kind of like stood around and I
Yeah.
don't know, it was weird.
I think I have a theory about that whole thing, but we'll come back to that. So then he come out in the third, and they don't score on the first drive, and the Rams get the ball back, and they drive right down the field on the Eagles. And now this was the point where I was like, oh man, this is where I started getting a little worried because now they tie it up, and you're like, that's a couple drives in a row now since the first quarter. The Eagles haven't really done anything. You needed 2 long runs to score.
Yeah.
And now, they get the ball. I think that very next drive, if I'm not mistaken, they get the ball. They scored. The Eagles scored. They kick a field goal. Now it's 16-13. They're still not feeling confident. Then Hurts is already hurt at this point, and then he takes the safety, and that's a 1-point game.
Yeah, I mean, the defense stops him, but then they pin him deep, and then he takes the safety.
There was
at that point I was like, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
that's where I was. That was the moment I started
injured,
getting like. Yeah. But like I was on the edge of the seat, biting my nails. I thought I was starting to think, "What the fuck?"
Did anyone else feel? Now I'm looking at the win probability. This is according to Yahoo. I'm trying to see if they ever had their. Let me see. Where the lowest they ever had the Eagles when it was 13-10. They had them at 66% to win. I'm trying to see if there's. Oh yeah, here you go.
I'm sure when it's 16-15.
No, I got it right here.
The Rams got the ball. The Rams were expected to win.
Wait, what the fuck? No, that's the lowest they had. 58% when it was 16-15. Yeah, you're right. 58%. But they still had them win in the game. Then when the long touchdown happens, 93%, and then things kind of shifted the other way.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's 16-15. Eagles kick a field goal, make it 19-15.
Well, the Eagles kicked the field goal because they got a turnover. That was the strip.
That was the Kyron Williams
fumble.
Dude, no. So I'm not tooting my own horn. I think you were upstairs. I turned to Chris and I said it out loud. I said, they need a turnover. Kyron Williams fumbles the ball a lot. That snap, he fumbled. And Chris looks at me and goes, you fucking called it. You fucking called it.
Well, Jalen Carter punched it right out of his arms.
Yeah, who recovered? It was
Bond.
Bond recovered.
Who was it?
Yeah.
What was the one where Stafford they got that back? Where Stafford? Yeah, okay. That was earlier. That was a big
in the
play
first
too.
That was in the first or second quarter.
I think that was that stopped the drive. That was going to be a touchdown potentially, and that made it a field goal.
Field goal. Yeah. I think it was the 13-10 drive.
Okay.
So the Eagles end up kicking another field goal after that.
Was that the one? No. Was that the one where they got down to the 1 yard line?
What one?
Was that when they kicked it to make it 19, or was it the one after that they drove down to the 1 yard line?
That was a short one. Yeah, because it was only a 23-yarder.
Yeah, so that's the one where they got down to the 1 yard line. They thought that they scored the touchdown, and then the false start.
That was a killer.
And then that the out starts
creeping. That was Lane Johnson too.
Lane Johnson, yep.
Yeah, and he did move. He
was legit.
Moved, yeah. And then
but he moves on almost every snap and gets away with it.
All the time.
Yeah,
but not that twerk.
He did a twitch well before the snap. Like, it was a definite false start.
He got caught.
Which I was surprised that the play.
That's right. The play continued. They scored the touchdown again. Yeah.
It was a while. But then, it's 22-15, and then you feel like it's over because then Barkley takes it to the house. That was the play we're just talking about. Runs it for 78 yards.
Yeah, I stood up and screamed, "Bring on the Commanders. This is over."
Like, it's over. It's over.
And then Elliott misses the extra point.
Yeah. And
you're like, man, they should be okay, but that's not good.
Then the Rams just come down the field.
But the missed 2 of them, you knew that was going to come back to, like,
scare them.
Between the safety and the 2 missed, that's a lot.
Yeah, really. And that's it's
4
points,
man.
Swing, man. 5 point swing. I mean, or 4 points. Yeah, sorry, we can't count. Yeah, 4 point swing there. I mean, that's a big deal. And
Elliott's missing them on purpose.
Well, I think so.
Makes the game more exciting.
Do you think he's got deals with Vegas?
Yeah. Fucking kickers.
Yeah, and then they come down, and the Eagles are playing like a prevent defense or something. I don't know what the hell they were doing on defense on that drive. They just basically let them score. I
Right.
mean, it was
They did that the last couple, even the preview. The Rams had started with a hurry up, and then like they just went into this prevent. Like they went right down the field on the previous touchdown, and then
Right.
and then Nakua makes that catch.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh my god.
They
Like
got
this-
all the way down to the 13-yard line, right?
Uh,
And then Jalen Carter saves the day.
absolutely, he did,
After
man.
punching out the ball, then he sacks him, and then he pressured him on the
Yep.
thread that was out of bounds too.
Yep.
Jalen Carter wrecked the.
1-on-1, that dude's becoming unblockable.
Yeah.
Like even when he's double teamed, he's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess,
and for
I
some
guess-
reason they didn't do it in the last two
I guess
plays.
somewhere along the line we got to give Rosen the little pat on the back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Brought these guys in. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been giving him his roses all year.
All right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
think about it. The NFL awards, right, were announced. Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are both Rookie of the Year defensive
Really?
finalists.
Really?
2 of the 5 players, and the other 2 are Rams. And
Yeah,
then
no,
I forget.
I
who the
heard
other-
that the
That verse or something. I probably
verse is apparently going to
Yeah,
be the one
he's
that wins it.
Well, also on the defensive side, not to cut you off, Sean, but Vic Fangio, his assistant.
Yeah, it's coach.
Assistant of the year, yeah.
He actually deserves it. He's not going to get it. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Zach
I think
Vaughn's up for Defensive Player of the Year.
And Jalen Carter is not. Jalen Carter should be more than
That's because they don't. It's a statistic driven award. Like all those awards are statistic
It's
driven.
considered a non-skilled position.
Yeah, they don't look at guys like that. Like that's why like a center is never going to win offensive play. Like
yeah, but you know what? J.J. Watt won it as a tackle.
Yeah, but
So did
Aaron
Aaron
Donald
Donald.
won it as a
JJ
tackle.
Watt's more. JJ Watt's.
J.J. Watt's an end.
is an
What
end
about
and
what about
linebacker hybrid?
But Aaron Donald,
Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald won. Yeah, look, Aaron Donald's not.
right.
Aaron Donald also got like double-digit sacks a year. Like Carter.
Right. Like he's a
doing it.
freak.
Yeah. Did you see this though? Hoffman 4-0 when Elliott misses a.
There you go, Papa Sheet. There's your
Maybe
thing.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
When he misses a point after a touchdown, they're 4-0. All right.
All
so
right. Well, let's not worry about it and don't miss anymore.
Like I said, he still hasn't lost a game for us.
I'm missing some things here. I'm sorry, guys. Peterson said Barkley continues his historic season Sunday by becoming the first NFL player in 77 years with 2 rushing touchdowns, at least 60 yards in a playoff game. He was 26 times for 105 yards.
205.
What did I say?
100.
No, I said 26 times for 205 yards. Or
You said
60.
105.
Oh,
You said 105.
all right.
Yeah, but you said 105.
Yeah, you
Well,
said
whatever the fuck.
62 and 70-yard touchdowns. And then how much fun was it to watch an old school snow game? I love snow games, bring back memories of watching NFL films on Saturday afternoons as a kid.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing like it.
And then he said Saquon Barkley, who led the NFL with 2,005 rushing yards, is
It's going to be the league's offensive player.
it's
of the
going to
year,
be
for sure.
Yeah.
He's got Saquon's got a chance to break the
Yep.
combined regular season and playoff season record from Terrell Davis.
What's
they
he
have
need?
it-
What's he need? 130 yards?
Is that what it is?
Something
Okay.
like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
They have a name for it's a winning rushing record or something they call it, because that means like you won. You win and you won in the playoffs and you continue your season.
That's okay. That's only 65 yards a game.
Right. That's right. He's only going to need
like
65.
what
Yeah.
you guys caught that, right? You guys
Yeah.
caught. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
For somebody that was like, oh, I don't want to say too much.
It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
But when that, like what Peterson's point, when they came out of halftime and that snow was falling, man, it was like,
Yeah.
this is fucking fun. Stafford came out rosy cheeks.
Mhm.
And Jalen might have too. We just can't tell. But Stafford came out rosy cheeks, and you're like,
That was Jalen's first game in the snow, too.
yeah. Yeah.
Stafford's a damn good quarterback, man.
Yes,
I hate
he
to
is.
say it.
Dude, Stafford's Mike. I'm glad you said it. I was going to, you got to give him some flowers, man.
He played with a shit team for most of his career.
And he also
before.
Also, the last week of the
Right.
last week of the regular season, he fractured 3 ribs,
Mhm.
and he's been playing through it ever since.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's
he's a great
tough
player.
as nails, man.
Hall of Famer.
So his wife was at the link with their 2 kids, and she said that the fans could not have been nicer to her.
Oh wow, how about that?
Yeah, she said the fans kept complimenting her and saying, you know, how you know, hey, your husband's a great quarterback, this and that, you know, this.
We hate him this week, but yeah.
Yeah, we hate him, but yeah, I'm sure they jeered her a little bit, but she said they were great to her.
Yeah.
So, but you don't hear about that all over the fucking news.
No.
No, you only hear about the guy who yelled at the Packers fan.
Called her a cunt.
The week before. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, remember the
bad aura? That place has bad aura.
Oh, bad aura.
Oh, come on, snowballs.
She wasn't like
at Santa Claus.
Yeah,
yeah.
50 years
Yeah,
ago.
50 years ago, Dad.
57 years ago.
50 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But they still bring it up.
She was just trying to.
Yeah, like
speaking of flowers, your dad went to give me some flowers on the show about my book. Talking about that.
What?
You want?
The book. I'm telling you, I've already talked to Ryan.
Here
about
we
it.
go again.
I already talked
Jesus
to Ryan about it.
Christ.
Yeah, let him speak.
It took about 3 days to read the book. The man's a genius.
Oh, look
He's
at that.
a genius.
Cheers.
Now, Ryan, you know me. I'm an Eagles fan through and through. Bleed green. It changed my whole outlook about sports.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a good book. Very, very, how can I say,
easy to read.
very easy to read.
Inspirational.
Okay. Expand my knowledge about how an actual sports fan should be. It's kudos. One up on you, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
He.
Nice pop sheet.
Thank you, man.
He
I
just wants a nice inscription in his book. That's all.
Yeah, I got his book, Sean. I'll bring it next week.
You got it. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I have another one upstairs. I could just sign that one for you if you want and give it to you.
If you want, that's up to you.
And you got a shout out in the book too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Made him cry.
I just want to know if I got any kind of copyrights or anything.
Now he wants
You get a dollar.
I'll give you a mushroom stand. No, I really appreciate it. And I was half joking when I said, but before we came on the air, it's the first time I've seen him since he got his copy. And first thing he said to me, I got to talk to you about your book. And no, I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome.
How long did it take you?
To write the first draft.
2 years.
No, it's been 87 years.
10 years, man.
From July of 23 to February of 24 to March of 24 was the first draft. And then
where did you get all your information at? Is his books or things you knew? Or I know you talked a lot about people that you knew.
80% of it was my own memories and knowledge. Okay. And then
his grandfather.
My grandfather and people I knew, experiences, interviews with other people, but 80% of it was just off the cuff.
And then you kind of backed it up with like referencing some of the articles.
Exactly.
Like I've seen the thesaurus or whatever, the bibliography.
Yeah, there was definitely things I was like, did that really, like, what was that? Like, I don't, the fog ball. I don't remember all the details of the fog ball. So like there was things I had to, but that's my first big time memory of the Eagles. Growing up, I'm 7 years old and having my heart broken as a 7-year-old, watching them lose in the fog to the freaking Bears, and it was this anomaly. Everyone was like, "What the hell just happened?" All that stuff. So like that stuff was backed up. Yeah, I had to get some extra information. Some of the background information on some of the players that I highlighted in the underdog section. Like Darren Sproles and
some of the stats you need to
Ryan Prop and Tim Kerr. Guys like that who were kind of highlighted. So, I didn't want to go in there and just throw a bunch of shit against the wall without any backing. I wanted to actually have some backup on there. But
so it's fact based.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, except for the personal stories, which are fact based. I mean, that shit happened, but no one can say it at the end of the day. It's just my experience. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. But the reason why I brought that up is because you just talked about the Santa snowball thing.
Yeah.
And I brought that up in the book, and that's why I brought it up. Because get fucking enough. And
it wasn't even a real Santa. I mean,
no.
They got somebody out of the stands.
Yeah.
Because real Santa didn't
Yeah,
show.
like he had the string beard on. He had a 6-pack.
It was
His Santa outfit was all dirty.
Yeah.
You know, just some dude from the street.
Yeah, you look like all of us trying to do a podcast.
They did it to Jimmy Johnson too.
Yeah, you were at that game, weren't you?
Which one?
How many did you throw out?
The ice balls at Jimmy Johnson. That was one of the games you took me to.
Jimmy Johnson, 1989, the ice bowl.
Well, I know I had season tickets for 2 years.
And that's when he said, "Yeah, I want to say something to Buddy. You're going to get his fat ass out of the locker room." When he was yelling at Buddy Ryan after the game. Yeah. Where did he come from? Florida? Miami.
University of Miami, yeah.
Jimmy Johnson, right? Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson's the only reason that Dallas was relevant. If you think about it, Jerry Jones
won anything in the past 40 years.
If you think about it, Jerry Jones struck gold with Jimmy Johnson. with the exception of that, there wouldn't be any.
That's the comment of the night.
Yeah, fuck Santa.
Pasco. Fuck Santa. That's all he said.
He kept on for 1 minute. Like just
Santa. Oh man, that's great. All right, so I got to go back to Dave's thing here. Santa Claus incident.
Shout out real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody out there hasn't read the book, get it because it's very, very fact-finding and a very easy read.
Thank you.
Recommended by me.
No one likes this, but we do care on Amazon.
Recommended by me.
Recommended by Papa Sheed right there. All right, enough about me.
Me talking about
me. Talking about me.
Where were we?
So Eagles, Rams, so we talked about so now it's the last drive.
Right. Yeah.
Your heart's racing. We just talked, Ryan mentioned the Nakua catch on the sideline. You're like, oh my God. Like
I'm like, so
but when they got to the 20, I'm like, they're gonna fucking lose.
I'm already sitting here. I don't know, maybe it's a fatalist mentality. I'm already sitting here like, okay, how much time are the Eagles gonna have left after they score when they're down 1?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one that's in the back of my head all of a sudden starting to kind of run numbers and shit and be like, okay, if they score now, there's this much time. They still got this many times.
Yeah, like I was on the train. Like I started thinking, all right, just let them score. You need the clock. Just let them score.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, dude. My nerves were shot. Like I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening. Who the fuck wants to see the Rams and Commanders in the championship game? Like, who wants to see that?
Yeah, it took a good 15 minutes to like settle back down.
Dude, it took me longer than that. Like, so you guys mentioned it, Jalen Carter. That third down play comes through the line. Oh, I have a quick story about the fourth down play too. Sack Stafford, puts him back. I'm like, all right. Now it's like, okay, now we got new life. Now it's 3rd and 15 or whatever.
Fourth and 9. 4th and 9 at that point.
4th and 9, that's what it was.
Yeah, because it was 3rd and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, thank God. And he comes through again, unblocked, and forces Stafford to get rid of the ball, throws it away. Game over. Eagles win, kneel down. Dude, I'm literally, I was shaking. My right hand was shaking. I'm like, that was by far one of the most stressful moments. Like, top 5 stressful games I've ever.
Yeah.
Same here. Agreed.
Like, why, like, even the Super Bowl, like, as stressful as the Super Bowl was, but like, you knew, like, when Brady went back for Hail Mary, you're like, this is over. He ain't gonna fucking get this. Like, he ain't getting this. You know what I mean? And even if he did,
they still needed 2 points.
He still needed a 2-point conversion. Like, it wasn't over. Damn. Like, it was crazy. But so anyway, so the fourth down play, there's a Giants fan that I work with. And he came in saying we cheated. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Should have been roughing the passer. I said, what are you talking about? that throw, the throw. I said, what play are you talking about? The last play. I said, the 4th down play? Yeah. It should have been roughing the passer. I watched it all night. That was roughing the passer. And I went, dude, I got to be honest with you. I said, you're the only person that I've heard say a goddamn word about that. There hasn't been a peep from Rams fans, from anybody saying it should have been roughing the passer. I said, you know what you sound like right now? He goes, what? I said, you sound like a fucking Cowboys fan. Dude, and he's like, God damn. Right? So I watched it again, and I'm like, it was a bang play.
Yeah.
Ball released, and he was hit, and it was a clean hit. It was clean as could be. I'm like, so the next day I came, I said, you're really, because I watched it again. You're right. I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't need to explain. No, you're good. You're good. They're going to lose this week, though. They're going to lose this week. I said, guess what? You're running out of fucking chances. Like, you only have 2 more chances. I said that to him.
Yeah.
What do you mean by 2? I said, because they're winning this week.
Did you check in on Al or like all the other Cowboys fans? Like,
no,
it's the Commanders and it's the Redskins and the Eagles. They're 2 most hated teams.
Really?
Playing against each other.
Yeah. I know,
like,
right?
They don't know who to root for.
Mike, I don't give a fuck how a Cowboys fan feels.
Right. That's right. Peterson said my son was.
I know how I feel as an Eagles fan. How we all fucking feel right now, right? How we all feel. E-A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles. Peterson said my son was cheering so loud the neighbor called to see if everything was all right.
That's awesome.
My closest neighbor is 30 yards away from my place. Pasco said about the Giants fan, get them some tissues.
They need some.
Yeah. That's
Especially
right.
after giving us Saquon. Thank you.
Well, I guess it's, we should turn the tide now and talk about this week.
Yeah.
I know we opened the show kind of teasing it, but now we really got to get into this here. I guess we can start off with level of concern. What confidence level? Let me rephrase that. Your confidence level the Eagles are going to win this game. Pop a sheet, 1 through 10. 1's the lowest, 10's the most. 11.
Whoa.
11.
How about that?
Oh, hold on. Bob said you guys spelled it wrong. You're right. E-L-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
Mayor Parker.
Bobby.
That's
you missed it. At the beginning of the show, Ricky had to reschedule his appearance. He had an event tonight. He didn't want to cut us short. He wanted to give us ample time. So
who said that?
Huh?
Who was that?
Bob Pascal.
Bob. Okay.
Yeah. So Ricky Waters will be joining us in the near future. He had to reschedule tonight. He had an event that was happening. So more important than us. I don't blame him. Fuck. Probably getting paid for that event. Your confidence level, Mike?
7.5.
Gary?
8.
Ryan?
7.
I'm at Ryan's level. I'm at a 7. I was at probably a 6 earlier in the week.
When you weren't sure about Jalen?
Yeah. And Cam Jurgens to me would have been the biggest concern.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Although luckily I will say that again, throw more flowers at Howie. The fact that we have Tyler Steen waiting in the wings and everybody we're equipped to be able to withstand.
We would have been okay, but it would have
hurt.
Issue.
But I mean, the fact that we have positioned ourselves with signing Becton to have
mobility.
this ability to withstand that is really forward thinking.
Pasco, his confidence level, I love this. I'm going to give you a Cotman and raise a Frankfurt.
No, there you go. Nice.
Dude, that's like
okay.
That's pretty awesome. Drunk Phil's fans checking in. Check those guys out. Follow them on all their socials. Drunk Phil's fans and their podcasts.
Yeah, good stuff.
Commanders DC is a bitch-ass motherfucker for his comments about hitting Hurts like a running back. No one is scared. Literally no one. First of all, and he's 100% right. First of all, if you're a defensive coordinator and any quarterback is running wild,
you're going to tell him the same
thing.
You're
going to hit him anyway. Like,
yeah, he's saying what everybody else already knows.
And you don't think that Hurts can take a hit?
Yeah, you think that Hurts is going to be like, oh, they're going to hit me like a running back, and he's not going to.
I don't want to run anymore.
Yeah, but what it did was put a target on Jaden Daniels. Now, like it was just so stupid to say.
And
like Jaden
put a
Daniels
target on the
is
whole defense.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is more of a running quarterback than Hurts is. So it's just ridiculous that he would say that, like, woe was us.
It's almost like we smell blood in the water. We know he's hurt. We're going to go after him. You don't think that the refs now are going to keep a closer eye on that?
Yeah.
Now? That was a dumb move by him. And look, Dan Quinn, I know the reason why he wears his hat backwards.
It was a douchebag.
That's for the blowjobs he gives.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like, what are you, a 16-year-old kid? Turn your hat around.
Years old, turn your fucking hat around.
Drives a pickup truck.
Yeah, not the fucking one of those truck guys.
Yeah, and probably can't back. You probably can't back it in. Like it's probably crooked. Like,
can you back yours in?
Oh,
you sure?
No. What's sad is the mayor was a high school English teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. The Philly mayor.
Oh,
was it an English teacher? Oh my god!
Like she made a mistake. Like that doesn't make her stupid.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Everyone.
She was nervous.
Is now
dumber. It's not that she
doesn't. She's talking about the Eagles. She don't know what she's talking about. Like she's not an Eagles fan.
She knows
what about being the mayor.
She knows what a pronoun is.
She better be an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Not
all of them are Rendell, man.
Drunk Phil's fans said, yeah, not all of them are.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Drunk Phil's fans said, I'm also convinced the Eagles fans put Redskins shit on the Rocky statue for social media clout.
I'm not going to lie. When I first seen it, that's the immediate thought that crossed my mind.
Yeah. That very well could be true. Like, you didn't learn your lesson before, and then what was it? It said, hey yo, Adrian, and it said HTTC. Hashtag bottom. Look, my confidence level's a 7 because, like I said, the Cam Jurgens thing bothered me. But like Mike said, we are well equipped enough to withstand it. It would have changed things for me. The other thing that made me feel okay about it, though, is that the defensive line of the Commanders isn't all that great anyway. It's not like this is the weakest defensive line we're facing.
Didn't they have a major injury too
in the playoffs? They lost
a lineman.
They lost an
offensive lineman.
Yeah,
who's going to be lined up against Jalen Carter? They're going to double Jalen again. So who's going to eat? Nolan? Is Nolan going to eat again? Maybe Josh Sweat gets some action in this week, right?
You still got Carter. You got Milton Williams, right?
Someone else is. I haven't heard Milton's name in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Davis is due too.
Yeah.
Davis is due. And you know what? The fact that you don't hear Davis's name
is a good thing.
Because that means
he's just clogging up the middle.
That's what they got.
He's had a really good year.
Yeah.
That line. Well, we're switching topics here, but back to the other side. The defensive line of the Commanders isn't all that hot. And
30th ranked run defense in the NFL.
Did they 130
yards?
36 yards a game they allow on the
right at Saquon's average.
And 130 is all he needs to. Yeah. That looks like it might happen this week.
Saquon might get. But you know what? I wonder what the over-under. I'm going to look it up right now. Over-under on Saquon's rushing yards. I'm going to say it's set at 114. That's my guess. Any takers on that?
122.
No.
Over-under?
Yeah, I'm going closer to Gary, 120.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm thinking right around there. 125.
Didn't take my I'll let you know in a second. I got to log back in. It's facial recognition.
You win the whole game or half a game?
Whole game.
Whole game?
All right, I don't need that. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
85.
The over-under on Saquon.
For the whole game, he's only going to get 85?
Yeah.
85.
You're going to bet the under?
Ooh, 125.
I called it.
Well done, Mike.
125.5 is the over-under. Wow. How about that?
That means he only needs 40 yards.
Dude, listen to this.
40 more.
Listen to this. So Daniels is next with 54. Hurts is 30. Robinson 37.
That's low.
Eckler 18 and
That's
Gainwell
low.
8. I'm taking the over on it. Gainwell.
Like, yeah.
Gainwell over.
Yeah, he's going to have 10, 15 yards rushing.
Dude, Gainwell actually might be a
What they have
good
on
plus sleeper
Gainwell?
pick. What's that?
Gainwell.
8
yards.
8 yards.
That's all.
That sounds like an over pick.
I like Robinson too. What was he 30?
37.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, the Eagles.
I don't know, man.
In 2 games, you know what? 37 sounds about right. In 2 games, the Eagles have held Robinson to 86 yards total. I think it is something like that.
And he fumbles against the Eagles.
Let's hope so.
Well, you got to hope so because Daniels hasn't turned the ball over.
No.
In a while. Dave Peterson said, "Don't put that shit on Rocky or Billy. It's bad omen." How many times did Philly sports team lose in the championship games when they dressed up Billy Penn? Louis saying, "What's up, guys? What's up, Louis? How are you, man?
What's going on, man?"
But Jaden coming in to Philly.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I feel like there's a little bit. I feel the hype's just a little too high on Jaden. I feel like he hasn't the 5 turnovers against Detroit. I feel like Detroit was falling apart. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. He's still a rookie. I think this is the first good defense he's facing in the playoffs.
He's the flavor of the season.
I think he's better than that, but I do agree that coming into it's 4. So Gary said this before the show. 4 straight road games now. Coming into Philly, which is the top 3 toughest place to play in football, for a crowd that in a divisional game, which by the way is going to have the share of Washington fans here, as it should. They're going to be here. I mean, that's
not that far away.
No, I mean it makes sense, right? But it's still going to be taken. It's still going to be 85% Eagles crowd, screaming their heads off and getting in Daniels' head. The first thing that happens to Daniels that's bad, like they're going to explode. They're going to explode like they did when Patrick Robinson ran that touchdown back against Case Keenum.
Yep.
Like they did when Brock Purdy went down against the 49ers. When they went off, the same thing's going to happen this week.
Yeah. I mean, I think
thing that happens.
I think that this is a good defense. I feel that the Eagles should have beat them both times. They were dominating them the second time. That was like an anomaly. They won 10 straight games. It was in Washington.
Yeah.
There's just so many different things. And Devontae Smith catches that pass and they win the game. There's just way too many things that I see in the Eagles fit that goes the Eagles' way for this. I only said 7.5, but I just don't see it. I don't see like Washington's playing a little bit better. I get it. The only concern I have is making sure that Hurts can play.
The only concern to me is if they don't play their game, if they turn the ball over, if Hurts. So just to retract what we were talking about earlier, when Hurts takes the sack in the end zone, when Hurts takes the sack at the end of the first half, it's been the MO since the 2-2 start for Hurts, where he doesn't turn the ball over because he's not taking dumb chances. Right? He's been extremely smart with the football. His turnover percentage has been almost non-existent since
He's got
then.
3 turnovers since week 4.
Since week 4, 3. That's
3
it.
turnovers. Yep.
As a quarterback who, and granted, he's only throwing the ball 20 times a game. Okay, you got to take that.
I can't throw more than 20 yards a game, 20 times a game. I haven't needed.
They haven't needed to. But that also diminishes the numbers a little bit, right? So think about it, because most quarterbacks are throwing 35 times a game. So, and multiply that, he's probably going to throw 4 more picks in that span if, he's throwing the ball more. But, Mike, right? Am I right? You're a numbers guy. Am I, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, right? Makes sense. I mean,
spitballing.
Yeah, I'm just, what do you want from me? I'm just spitballing.
Just spitballing over here.
Remember spitballs? Shooting at your classmates?
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. It's a shame that Ron used to use a straw.
Back
for
on
other
track.
things. Yeah, so I'm not taking anything away, but he's playing a very conservative brand of football, and I'm fucking 100% okay with it. Just I need 2 more games of it. And especially this game. Like you cannot turn the ball over against this team because they're going to make you pay. That this is a good offense we're going to take on.
I think the passing game is going to open up in this game
a little bit, but you know what? The 30th ranked rush defense. Why?
And it's the 5th ranked pass defense.
It's the same. It's more of the same, man. It's what got you here. It's control the clock. It's run the ball. It's don't turn the ball over. And that third one might be the most important thing. Don't turn the ball over.
All right, so I don't want to say
Another beer pop sheet.
There's a concern. So I have 3 concerns. Number 1, the 2 games we played them this year, we got 6 turnovers from them, and both games were close.
Uh-huh.
And I get what Mike was saying. Even if Devontae Smith catches that ball, the game's over. But it's still a close game.
First game wasn't
close.
Yes, it was. We won by 8.
They scored a garbage touchdown.
Okay, but still, that game was closer than the final score. Like that, Washington was in it the whole game until Saquon took one away. Like Washington was in it. It was a close game.
Quarter.
But that's what you get with a division rival.
Most games are close.
Right. Right. And so feeding off of that, as far as I can remember, Washington always plays the Eagles tough.
They do. Yes, they do.
Always.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Even when they had shit.
Right. They just always seem to play the Eagles tough.
That's something that's been in my head this week.
Right. And the other thing, and I get what you guys are saying about Jaden, but Jaden Daniels might be too stupid to realize he shouldn't be able to win this game. Jaden Daniels is hands down something special. He's one of the best rookie quarterbacks I've ever seen.
CJ Stroud was the same thing last year.
Yeah, but this is different, man. Jaden Daniels has put this team on his back and got them to the NFC Championship game.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're not the first person to say that I've heard.
Right, like he just might be too stupid to understand that he's not supposed to win this game.
But Jason Mays, that's 100% correct. Let the Eagles be conservative for 2 more games. Let Saquon run, manage a passing threat. I love this D. Shut up. I love D.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
That's what he said. And that's coming from a Steelers fan who, by the way, we might be converting, right?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, he's in Philly.
He told me he might convert. He said he might convert.
There we go.
And Louis, well, we'll get to this a little bit.
No, I mean,
go ahead, Mike.
But no, I think I still wonder: is Jaden Daniels a great passer, or is he a playmaker? And is he able to be stopped as a playmaker? Is he? Can you mush rush him and force him to beat you with his arm?
You see, like the Michael Vick of now.
Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. The only one that's been able to do it, and he's not even a huge rusher, is Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Mahomes is the only one you can't stop that's got that. Granted, Hurts is similar, but they're relying on Daniels. We're relying on Barkley.
And Mike, I totally get it. But it's not out of the realm of possibility that Jaden Daniels takes this game over.
Yeah.
Like from what he's shown, like it has to be. I don't know, man. Like I'm a little worried about him.
Like he's got the rookie fire. He's going to make rookie mistakes in this big game. He's going to.
Let me
mistakes he hasn't made all year.
Right. So he's doing
20 games. And
he did in our first game. He made mistakes.
But he didn't consistently make it. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is he's been consistently smart and making the right play a lot more than he hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So and to Mike, just the way it feels like that's being shook off. Like that's not going to matter.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I think it does matter
on that as well.
He's got a pedigree.
I think it's a little bit more than that. I think this is more than just a rookie coming into Philly.
Agreed. Like anybody you listen to that analyzes his tape, I'm not going to sit here and say I have because I haven't. But anybody you listen to,
he's only a rookie on his birth certificate.
Right, and that's what everybody says. The tape does not look like a rookie quarterback.
Right, I'll give you that.
But it's the NFC Championship game. I mean,
it's
not even that. You're not expecting. It's of course the two teams that got there made it there for a reason. So it's by no means going to be a cakewalk. But I don't know. All
right, but that's just what it sounds like when it sounds like you're shaking it off. That's no problem. And if Jaden Daniels isn't a problem, then this game's a blowout for the Eagles, right?
No, I wouldn't think it. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Jaden Daniels.
Then how can you shake off Jaden Daniels?
I'm not completely shaking off Jaden Daniels. I'm just saying that
there's shaking off of another guy.
Shake it off
here.
That's whacking off.
Oh, well, misunderstood.
I mean,
misunderstood.
How dare you?
I thought you guys were getting a little. I thought.
I'm not saying that he's going to. Jaden Daniels is going to completely shit the bed.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like this is a round. I said a 7.5. Like I'm not. I'm a half point ahead of where you're at. I feel like if between the two, I still would go with Hurts. Between the two, just Hurts has a little bit. I would go with the experience a little bit more than the rookie.
Would you go with Hurts? Oh, if Hurts was on Washington?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
I mean, that's a different. Like we're going down a different path here, but.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I was a Washington fan and I watched Jaden Daniels all year, I'd be hyped up about Jaden Daniels, and I would say I don't care that he's a rookie. I guess that's possible. That's a good point.
When did Ben make it? I guess it was Ben's second year. Ben Roethlisberger.
Wasn't that his rookie year when they went to the Super Bowl?
That's what I'm thinking. In 06,
I thought that was his rookie year.
That's what I'm thinking. 06, they made it to They won the Super Bowl in 06. Like they
beat on the back of their defense. They beat Seattle. I think that was his rookie year.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
that's the other thing. I mean, it's
because him and Ian. I'm sorry.
It's tough because Jaden Daniels has got to carry the team. Jalen Hurts doesn't have to carry the Eagles.
Right.
Saquon can carry Washington defense isn't that good. The Eagles defense is good too.
Right.
I mean, the Eagles are, full.
It's the best defense in the league.
It's hard for me to find a way to think that Washington's going to win.
Roethlisberger was drafted in 2004.
Yeah,
the only way that it happens is if Daniels carries them.
That's what
it's possible, but there's a lot of other scenarios where that doesn't happen.
Super Bowl in 2006.
So 2 years later.
Yeah.
All right. It was his
so
third.
So that was his first year as a starter then.
No, he had
second year.
His rookie year in 2004 was one of the best in the NFL history.
Okay, all right.
Because they're comparing it, because they're talking about how well he played that year compared to what Jaden Daniels. Yeah,
gotcha.
Ironically, it's the next thing that came up is like Roethlisberger, but yeah, Jaden Daniels is having a pretty comparable year to what Roethlisberger had his rookie year. It's impressive what he's done. I think my question is, say these kids,
it's like an earthquake in here.
Say that I can't concentrate.
Just yell, cut it out.
That hard, huh?
Yeah, fucking running around.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Sean's Indians.
Yeah, really. His second. No, so it was his third then, Jason, right? Because he was drafted in 04. They won it in 06. 04, 05, 06. It's 3.
See,
by the way, whatever.
John, you want to split
it? No, you can have that one all by yourself. Here, let me show the crowd this one. I tried this last week. It's a Victory Tasty Cake.
You liked it. You liked it a little
candy cake. I'm not drinking it right now.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
It's a
That's
lot.
Dumb.
Here,
it's a lot.
Look at the pop sheet.
You should let him try it. Put some in your glass. Put a little bit in your glass. See what you think. I want to see what his take is on it. It's not awful. It's just
Yeah, it is.
it's not a beer that
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna.
is.
Oh,
Like,
oh shit.
it's stupid. That's
It's
dumb.
a lot. It's a lot.
It's dumb. Listen to Ryan losing his mind over there.
All right.
Yeah,
So the
fucking-
thing I was gonna say finally.
It's got peanut butter and chocolate. It's
say-
all you, right?
Say
Nah.
say the Commanders win last week against Detroit, 17-14. Daniels doesn't look that great. Detroit just looks beat up. I'm gonna fucking kill them. Detroit doesn't look all that great, right? Because they're beat up. Goff turns the ball over 5 times.
Yeah,
4
5
times,
turnovers is a lot.
whatever it is, and they barely win. Do you feel more confident about this week than?
Well, yeah, obvious. Definitely.
Dum 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 dum. Sean's gonna kick some ass.
Kick some ass and take some names.
Stop! Fucking stop!
You're gonna hear a window break and a random scream.
I don't tell you to stop when you're yelling downstairs.
You shut the fuck up.
They both look at me.
We'll be good.
I'm like, fucking stop. I can't fucking think. Can't even have a fucking thought. It sounds like a goddamn earthquake.
Being kids, man.
So-
get it down here.
So do you feel any different about it? Do you feel more confident if they win that game 17-14 last week?
Well, yeah, obviously.
The reason why I bring that up is because Detroit's defense was
Trash right
fucking
now.
piss poor.
Dude, that game
Oh,
was
yeah,
a fucking
horrendous.
shootout.
Yeah, Jared
They-
Goff was making poor decisions, like throwing terrible passes,
That game,
just awful
the
passes.
second quarter had the most points scored
Oh.
ever, and there was an interception at the end.
41 points.
And there was an interception at the end that stopped it from being like even more.
Yeah. That was absolutely insane. So you're not going to get that this week. If you do, I'll tell you what. If it's a shootout, the Eagles are going to lose this game because I am the way
The Eagles aren't a shootout team.
No, and the way they're playing right now, they're not. If you're going to give me a banged up AJ Brown or a McLaurin to take it to the house every 3 plays, like I'm sorry,
I'd rather have McLaurin.
I'm going to go with McLaurin right now. Like AJ Brown doesn't look like he's playing great football right now. Like
No.
he's doing other things on the field that are helping the team. He's not complaining about not getting yards and the catches, all that, because
He's banged up.
he can't get separation right now.
Right.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
He's battling that knee injury.
But
2 weeks will be helpful.
Dave Peterson said if he had a bad game last week, he'll be looking for a redemption this week. He's going to be confident and prone to more mistakes, says Peterson. I don't know about prone to more
But I'll tell
mistakes.
you-
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting a turnover from him.
So you guys take Daniels over Hurts right now?
Right now, absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
If you swap teams,
Yeah.
I think if you gave me Barkley and Daniels
Over Hurts?
over Hurts, the way he's playing right now
Absolutely.
with the knee and everything, yeah, I might be taking Daniels.
Okay. But you're going Barkley. What about receivers? You going I'm still taking the Eagles
I still
receivers.
take the Eagles receivers as a whole. So, all right, so we're kind of hitting everything here, right? Because we're kind of going to. I am because the defensive matchup, and I know I'm kind of copping now here, but give me the Eagles secondary against Washington's receivers
If it comes down to the defense,
against the other side.
the Eagles have the edge.
But just talking about the receivers, that Washington's got a good pass defense.
I understand, but like you have McLaurin, and then Ertz comes through here and there, right? Like
Ertz is a tight end. I mean, I would still take Goddard over Hurts.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. I hope Goddard's okay. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, okay.
And he
Oh,
did
he said
practice.
he's playing.
Yeah, because Goddard to me has more of a threat to take one,
To the house.
downfield. Yeah, he has more of a threat to do that. So, like, yeah, I agree with you. I'd probably do that too. which makes it even more of a stronger thing. Like Devontae Smith or Noah Brown. Give me Devontae Smith, right?
Right.
AJ or McLaurin right now.
Probably McLaurin.
AJ's a better receiver. I think right now I give it to McLaurin.
McLaurin, the problem with McLaurin is he's home runner, nothing.
Yeah, he's got 13 touchdowns and I think 780 yards or something.
Which is weird.
Right. And some of them
type of player.
And some of them were like long touchdowns. So I mean he doesn't have a lot of catches this year.
He was a 100 catch receiver.
Right.
Like, projected every year, and then he's not that like this year.
He became their home run hitter. It's weird.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm giving the edge to the Eagles there.
Yeah.
Running backs, we know who we're giving the edge to. It's not even worth talking about.
I think tight end, we talked about the fact. Offensive line, there's nobody better.
No. Yeah, I go Eagles.
Defensive line.
Defensive line, Eagles. Linebackers, it's Bond. But then you got
Luvu and Bobby Wagner.
I'm probably giving them the edge.
If we still had Dean.
Anything about the Blankenship?
Blankenship? Well,
That's my boy.
Yeah, right.
That's my boy.
I love that guy.
I love that guy. I don't know why. It's just something about him. I mean,
he's done a nice job this year.
Might be the color of his skin, Dad.
yeah. You know,
Yeah, because my dad always likes a white defensive back, like Mike Zordich.
look at 9 out of 10 huddles. All right. Black.
Uh-huh.
White. Easy. The other 9 are all black.
But
I
you
mean,
have
come on. Every now and then you got to give it to the white boy. You know? What the hell?
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's like a nightlight in the huddle.
Yeah. like a whitehead on a black man's ass. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Remember your whitehead, Sean?
Yeah.
Remember your whitehead?
Oh God. Yeah. What was that on my?
Which in the long run brings up boils
On your head.
Was it on my? Where
your
was
nose.
it? Oh, it was on my nose. Yeah, it was on my nose. All right. Oh God, it was nasty. It was bleeding and shit. We're on the
Gary
show.
knows all about boils.
Oh, it was so gross.
All right, let's not get into that.
Yeah, secondary.
Terrible.
Secondary. I mean, look,
I'm going Eagles.
Quinion Mitchell's good.
DeJean.
He's good to go. DeJean. Slay, who by the way said he's like 85% sure this is his last game in Philly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought he had another year.
Well, he does, but he feels that he's going to be let go.
I guess that the cap.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, he thinks this might be it for him.
He had a monster game last week, though.
He had a good game, man.
Yeah.
And then, so who you gonna give the edge to the Eagles?
Yeah. Yeah,
Sean Lattimore and who's the other one? They got 2 good ones over there.
AJ took Lattimore over last game.
That's right.
But
AJ's a little different.
AJ's different right now. That one worries me a little bit, especially the way the offense is not clicking right now. I might go even there, honestly. Peterson, things you only hear on Corner Puff Sports: a white head on a black man's ass. Thank God Ricky Waters didn't come on tonight.
See?
Yeah, Jake just said, I think AJ's hurt. Yeah, same here, dude. There's something going on there. And then in safeties, Blankenship, CJ, I'm going Eagles there. So that might even out your secondary a little bit. And then coaching Dan Quinn against Sirianni.
You gotta get Sirianni, man.
Dan Quinn's a good defensive coach, but
I'll go Sirianni, especially with the coordinators.
Yeah, I'm going Sirianni because I like the way he wears his hat.
Yeah, I agree, Gar.
Dan Quinn's 3-0.
Oh, you like the hat over the eyes over the backwards hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan Quinn's 3-0 in championship games, either as a head coach or a defensive coordinator.
Your hat's not made.
Yeah.
Does that make a difference?
No.
No, it doesn't matter.
The pill is in the front.
No, that shit makes a difference.
All right, predictions.
Papa Sheed, score prediction, Eagles and Commanders. What do you got? Hold on. Let me do a. It's time for our predictions.
24-20 Phillies. Hey, our Eagles, I'm sorry.
24-20 baseball team.
Yeah.
There's 24 runs.
So 11, but he's only got him winning by 4. His confidence level is 11, but he's got him winning by 4.
They're gonna hit 6 grand slams. 24-20.
24-20 Eagles.
Okay.
What you got, Mike?
28-23 Eagles. They don't cover.
28-23 Eagles. Yeah, it's the line went up to 6.5.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, interesting.
that it started off at 4.5 and went up to 6.5. That's a lot.
I thought I seen it open at 6 and then went down to 4.5 and then up to 6.5, something like that. Yeah.
Maybe it did.
I'm going 23-17 Eagles.
Low scoring.
Low scoring. Defensive battle.
Right.
I think it's a little more high scoring. I'm going to go 27-23 Eagles and an absolute fucking classic.
What was it again? What was the score?
27-23.
Mine's 28-23, 27-23. He said it's an absolute classic. He thinks it's going to be he thinks it's going to be even more nerve-wracking than the Rams game.
Yep.
I'm going against the grain. I literally have not thought about a score this entire week. And my confidence level's been like this and all that. And then I think about things, and I think about what this team has gone through, and I think about Nick Sirianni and the shit he's gone through, and everything that this team has gone through. I think about Jalen Hurts, right, and the doubt that is going against Jalen Hurts, and how everyone's like, oh, now his knees bothering him, and now this and that. And I'm listening to him talk. I sat there and watched it. Dude, I never watch live pressers. I watched a live presser today, and I'm watching him talk. And I'm thinking how cool, calm, collected he is. And I'm thinking on the other side.
He's fired up.
I'm thinking on the other side, like the Eagles are home in this game. They know what they're going to be walking into.
I think that matters.
The Commanders they've never been in this position. None of these guys have been in this position yet. Jaden Daniels is a rookie quarterback coming here. An overhaul. Look.
The nest is going to be hostile.
All the NFC East teams, like the Commanders, are a team that if I'm going to just say, if they were to be successful and go, I'm like, okay, okay. Even as much as I hate fucking Josh Harris and that rat face fuck he is.
No, see, that's why it can't happen, because you can't see Josh Harris be handed the fucking NFC fucking
I'm not saying this year.
championship trophy.
I'm not saying this year. I'm saying in general. In Washington, that team in that franchise.
Oh, if they went up winning one,
yeah, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like,
we'll talk about that next year. Next year's going to be interesting with them.
But for this time, like that's a team that went from Dan Snyder, who was a piece of shit, a piece of shit human being, and that team had to go through a name change and the stadium change, and the stadium's a piece of shit. Now they have to get a new stadium already.
And they're relevant now.
They're already building a new stadium.
Yes.
That stadium's not that old.
Yeah.
They had to build new because that thing's falling apart. It's a piece of shit. That owner, like, he should be put in jail for what he did to that team and that city.
As bad as Jerry Jones isn't a bad human being.
I mean, if I had money, I'd get my dick sucked by a 17-year-old model too. I mean, is
that what happened?
I'm just saying that.
Oh, I mean, like,
I should have said 18. I'm sorry. Who am I? Who am I to call her a liar?
No, I mean,
18, Your Honor.
I mean the owner, like Washington's owner, was a piece of shit.
Yeah, complete. The
Jerry
sexual
Jones
allegations and all that shit that came against them. And
Jerry Jones is just an idiot. Like, he's not like, I don't think he's a bad human being.
Yeah,
I think that's the difference between Snyder and Jones.
Yeah,
to where like you could. Like, I want Jones to live forever and continue to, but Snyder, like, I'm glad that he sold the team.
Well, and
was forced to,
and it makes the division better now that he's going. Like,
well, the Commanders are irrelevant again.
Yeah, it makes it fun again, right?
Yeah,
I say that now, but anyway,
because this division
with that being said,
was shit for a long time.
I just like what right here, Dave Peterson, Vic Fangio is the difference. And now we got other predictions here. Eagles cover 30-17.
Nice.
Rob 34-17. Jacob says, I was nervous all week. Could be booze in the green, but I think it's not going to be as close as we think. Rob's score is actually what I was just going to say. I think the Eagles went 34-17.
You think it's a blowout?
I think they kind of blow them out. Like, not not a blowout, but like another one when in the third quarter they
Something
pull
where
away.
they break free. Yeah.
Like this to me is a Saquon and I think Devontae has a big game. I think Devontae Smith, who's been not
usually
quiet.
does it. But like in his young career, he usually does against Washington. Think of some of the big catches he's had against them.
Mm-hmm. I think he has a big game this week, and I think the defense shows up, and I think they shut this team down. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling.
So like enough of this rookie quarterback talk, and the defense just shuts it down.
How about fourth quarter? 2.5 minutes left in the game. 2020. Eagles possession. Get it down to the 10-yard line. 4th and 3.
And fumble, and Luvu runs it back for a touchdown.
4th and 3.
Jake Elliott
comes in and saves the game for him. 23-20.
I can't handle it. I
wouldn't mind that.
No,
Like
actually,
20. No, you know what?
that-
It's got to. First of all, they got to be down a point.
No, don't. No.
Second
stop.
of all, if they're at the 10, I feel confident about it. It's got to be
Hopefully
like
if that
a
happens, I'm drunk.
45, 48-yard field goal.
Okay, even better.
That's when
Then
you're
we take
fucking.
Jake
No,
Elliott,
see, I
put him up
can't-
on our shoulders and carry him out of the stadium.
That's right.
We've had 2 close playoff games.
Right. Let's
It's
hammer
time-
this one out
It's time
early.
for a fucking hammer out. Let's go. Let's move
Put the women
on.
and children in bed.
Party early and just kind of.
That's a good point.
My heart
Throw
can't.
him out in the first quarter and let them try to catch us.
Mike,
Yes.
I don't know how you guys felt. Mike, I mean, Mike and I were together. We were at Mike's dad's house. And they win the game. And I stood up and I felt like I did a fucking 25-minute workout.
Yes.
I was so fucking exhausted.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Chris came over and hugged me, and I just kind of leaned on her. She goes, I'm so fucking tired. I said, me too. And we're like laughing, and we're like, I can't believe I'm exhausted from watching a game. Like I was literally mentally and physically exhausted. I can't remember the last time that I had felt quite like that. And think about it. Like, you know what? I do. The Atlanta
Eagles
the year they won it.
the Atlanta
2017,
game.
yeah.
Julio drops the pass
And
against
that's
over his head.
That's a thing that we didn't talk about yet. We're talking like the what ifs and this and that, and how they may have gotten lucky. You don't win a Super Bowl unless there's luck. You just don't.
Right.
There's got to be some luck.
There's got to be some luck that goes. There's things that got to break your way for you to win a Super Bowl. It's just the way it is.
Like even going through the playoffs.
Right.
Winning
That's
a
exactly.
winning a playoff game, you got to have a little bit of luck on your side.
Yeah. It's they're not all dominant wins.
Like against the Rams, the Eagles got lucky.
Right.
They're due. They're due for a game where
They
we
just
can
blow
breathe.
somebody out.
We can breathe a little easier.
I'll tell you.
Where everyone's uptight.
Yeah.
The Eagles are loosey goosey and win this game because they force some turnovers or they sustain the drive or they hold on to the ball and run the ball down their throats. And Saquon is like, you know what? It's now or never, man. Like I want that title. Who do you think, like besides Jalen Hurts, like who's been there and had to stand there and watch Mahomes and fat fuck win the Super Bowl in front of his face, right? For a bogus PI call.
Yes. Thank you.
All that. And take the team on his back and then lose. Besides him, who else wants it more than Saquon Barkley right now?
Absolutely.
My God.
Oh,
Maybe Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, but
maybe.
next time he's not playing though. He can't.
But still, like
To cut off the haters.
hold
Yeah.
on.
you're right.
Wait a minute. Now, you just made a statement there, which very few people, which I tried to say time and time again throughout the year, previous years, how many times, I don't know. The coach calls the play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The players have got to execute the play.
Right.
Okay. The players don't execute the play. It's the coach's fault.
Right.
But what did you just say? Who wants this more than Sirianni?
All right.
Well, they
All
said
right.
who wants it more,
All right.
and I said that like Sirianni's not the one on the field. All he could do is call
That's
the
what I
plays.
meant. That's what I meant. He's not the one on the field.
Right.
He's not the one playing ball.
Right.
He's calling the plays. So why are you going to blame it on him during the year?
Because that's what you hire a coach for.
I understand that, but you can't. If they win 16-0 or even 17-0, all right, you're going to say that Nick Sirianni is the greatest coach in the world.
It's the
Okay.
players that are executing.
Okay,
Yeah.
if they go 16-1, what the fuck was Sirianni's problem? He couldn't win one game.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, come on, let's balance this out.
Yeah, no matter how successful you are, we're going to find fault.
Right.
Absolutely.
But
That's just
I guess the only thing that I'm trying to express,
I
wish more people would see it my way.
I think
You
the reason
can't blame it on the coach.
you wish more people saw it your way.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
I was holding on to that. No, I think the reason why Sirianni has such a big target on his back is because he's, to the outsiders and to some Eagles fans,
he's a fool.
He's unlikable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he brings it on himself.
But he's not.
Yeah.
But he's not unlikable.
No. I'm saying to some. Like look, I don't.
He's unlikable to me. I'm never gonna like him. Never.
That's fine.
But
I'm starting to respect him though.
But Ryan's not going to deny that he's a. Look, people thought that way about Reed. Like, let's not let recency bias deter us from the truth. Andy Reid.
They hated Reed for the exact
hated
opposite
Reed.
reason that they hate Sirianni.
Oh, it's the same shit every fucking
Yup.
week.
He has no passion. He is a stick in the mud. He is no emotion. He is a zero personality guy.
Company guy. All he does
Time
is
is yours.
Time is yours.
So we're basically saying he's a zero personality guy. But then we get a guy with the passion and love and the drive that we've all wanted, that we've all cried. We need some guy that's ready to kick a trash.
Bill Cowher.
We need
A Bill Cowher. That's
Right.
what he is. He's a Bill Cowher of this generation.
Yeah.
That's what Sirianni
But this
is.
is we want a guy that cares as much as us. We finally get the guy that cares as much as us, and we're like, he's a fucking idiot. We hate him.
If Jason Mays is still on, I wonder if he agrees with that statement. Like, would that?
No, he hates. Well, I don't know. He fucks with me saying he hates Sirianni. I don't know if he like. I don't know
but
if he's
like-
just trolling or.
Yeah, but like that whole like the Bill Cow, the Rob, or I mean, a little
I'll be
different.
back,
I mean,
fellas.
Mike Tomlin's kind of the same way. Also a Steelers coach, the rah type of guy. And you know what? I get it. Trust me, I get it because I don't like Dan Campbell.
Okay.
I don't like Dan Campbell. I never have.
Oh, really?
I never have.
I don't mind Dan Campbell.
I think he's a meathead, and I think he's, we're gonna put their kneecaps, and that's what we're. Okay, calm down there, Brutus
Yeah,
Beefcake.
fucking steroid Steve.
Like, calm down. All right, like,
Brutus Beefcake, steroid Steve.
like, chill out. You know what I mean?
we got the BBs, the SS. Like, yeah, we got a whole bunch of shit going on right now. You got to keep up.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
He didn't even excuse himself.
No, he did. He did. We were talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Couple more minutes, Pop.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What's
Like,
A few more minutes.
the rah thing. Like, I don't.
What?
Almost done.
It doesn't
He
bother
didn't,
me.
he didn't hear no bell. He ain't ready to go.
I didn't hear no bell.
One more ice tape.
I didn't hear no- Yeah, I need some sugar. Give me some. I didn't hear.
I could have done.
Pour your dad some fucking iced tea for Christ's sake. Fuck, you ingrate.
I didn't hear no bell.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
Good looking out.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Give your balls a tug.
I think we got it. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with our.
Here we go.
Quick.
Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away.
All right, now we're back.
What's the name of the
He's showing off
product?
for Papa Sheep.
What's the name of the product? Sweetie
Sweet
fish.
fish.
Sweet fish. Your pussy stink.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
All right, Jake wants to know, and you guys think this is a game we're going to notice that Dean is out.
I hope not.
With Jaden scrambling, I don't think so. I think we're good.
Mush rush.
I think we're good there. Yeah, the mush rush might help. I like Jalen Carter is going to have he has the potential to have a field day against a backup tackle, a backup
Man,
guard.
that'd
Excuse
be
me,
awesome.
backup guard.
I think Nolan Smith's going to get the Jalen.
He
Daniels.
has to.
Yeah.
One of them has to. They have to watch the outside lanes because they're going to get pressure inside.
We don't need sacks. We just need to contain them.
Yeah. Contain him, make him make poor decisions. Dude, like let Zach Bond sit there in the middle of the field and go, all right, I'm gonna fake spy, and I'm gonna come out on a guy coming out of the flat or something, and you're not gonna see me coming, and I'm gonna pick one off. I can see it. They have potential here.
And if you get to him, you got to get him. Like if you get to where you can sack him, you got to sack him.
I just feel
something big's gonna happen.
I feel that the Eagles are better than the Commanders. I feel like
of course they are.
I feel like it's like, and I feel like it's been that way. Like dude, you want to face the Commanders right now.
A month. The reason why everyone's so uneasy is because we lost to them last time. If we
Hurts was out.
If we would have beat them last time, even with Kenny Pickett,
you think it would be different?
People would be relaxed because they beat us last time. Everyone's nervous. It was a month ago, and a month ago, a Commanders beat writer came on I think it was WIP or 97.5. I forget. I was like, look, the Eagles are a much better team than the Commanders. Much better team. And he said, look, the Eagles have also won 10 straight games. You know, Commanders have a chance to win this game. I won't be surprised if they do. You know, just out of something weird happening.
Right.
Well, something weird did happen, and that's why they won. Come on. Now you're going to count. Nothing has changed between that statement.
Right.
The Eagles are a much better team than the Commanders.
But the Commanders could win.
So 2 times in a row, something weird's got to happen. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, Birds.
EAGLES Eagles.
Let's go, man. Let's go, Birds. All right. These guys want to get out of here. Let's do While You Were Drunk. All right. I got a couple stories. So again, we missed last week, so we have some stories that are kind of
oh wait, hold on. You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we get into While You Were Drunk, we didn't get a chance to do it yet. We said we were going to start with it. We didn't do it. King's Promotions.
Oh, thank you. Please.
Fantastic. What's it? Ring Wars. Ring Wars was the
live casino was last Friday. That's why we didn't do the show last week.
Hooked us up with ringside tickets. I'll tell you what, man.
Marshall Kaufman and
Andrew
Foy hooked us up. The Corner Pod Sports crew with ringside seats at the boxing event last week.
Fantastic. I got some great pictures. The DJs in the back playing music all night.
Yeah.
Really entertaining.
We sat with the one boxer's family who made her debut. Just little Irish thing. Yeah. Dude, she kicked ass. Like she was so fast. Featherweight.
Huh.
So the heavyweights were in, right? The main fight. And she's
Jesus
sitting behind
Christ.
us. We took pictures and stuff with her. And I turned to her and said, we're calling her Kay because like we knew her. Hey, Kay. And she looks over. Hey, what's up? I said, you want to get in there and show them how it's done? She goes, fuck that. She was cool as hell. She was cool. That Antif, I forget his last name now. That's who they were talking up.
Yeah.
The guys from King's Promotion were talking. That dude can fight.
Yeah, he can. He was toying with that dude for 3 rounds.
You see him doing this?
Yeah, he was swinging his arm one, and the other guy can box.
The other guy was a good fighter. Yeah,
he was a good fighter. Like they were both undefeated going in that fight, or maybe the other guy had 1 defeat. But either way, that other guy can box. I mean, he was moving, swaying, missing punches, and the other dude started toying with him, and you can tell the other guy was starting to get tired, and he hit him. He hit him with a right hook, dude, and he went down, and that was the end of the fight. Really? That was the end of. He knocked him out, and that was the end of the fight. It was a good fight.
It was really cool.
Yeah, but man, I mean, just the atmosphere, seeing good punch, like seeing a good round, and like jumping up, cheering, like
where was it at?
Live casino.
Oh,
Papa Sheed. Yeah, we should have found a way to get you there. Like ringside, that's a bucket list for any guy.
Shit.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fucking cool.
And we sat with the family of the one fighter, and
she's from Reading.
Yeah,
it was from Reading.
It was awesome. It was a good time. So yeah,
we got a picture with the other heavyweight, the guy that won.
This guy steps in the ring. So the guy he's fighting had like 1 loss, and this guy was 11-0, right? This guy towered over the other, and he was from Baltimore. So we were rooting for the Philly guy because we're like, go Eagles, right? It was a split decision.
Yeah.
Ended up being a split decision.
Yeah,
the guy half his size like hung in there. This big dude, like, I mean, he was losing his balance a little bit, but like when he threw a punch, like when he swung and he connected, oh my God, I think I said to Mike, I'm like,
the impact.
He's like getting hit by a fucking ton of bricks. This dude's a brick shit house.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a fucking giant. So we see him after the fight. I'm like, dude, we're almost the same size, like height wise, we're almost the same size of him. He was a little taller than us.
Yeah.
He wasn't that much taller.
Yeah.
But like in the ring against the other guy, like the other guy must have been 5'8". Like honestly,
yeah,
he must have been he was up to his chest. So they were both heavyweights though.
Yeah.
Shit.
And the other guy was a good fighter.
Middle heavyweight.
That's not what. No, they were heavyweights.
No,
he was 260.
Yeah, they were heavyweights.
Yeah.
No, they were heavyweights.
Andrew was saying he didn't have any full heavyweights on the belt. All he had was the middle heavyweights.
They were.
I could be wrong, but I thought that's.
I got a picture of it.
Yeah, I think they were. Heavyweights.
Yeah, that dude was like 260, bro. He was a heavyweight.
I got it here. Hold on. Yeah, heavyweight. Colby Madison. Colby Madison was 11 and I'm sorry, he was 11 and 7. It wasn't even close. He was 11 and 7.
He wasn't.
And the
other guy was
Philly,
6-0.
6-0. And the other heavyweight fight was the third from the last, Devin. Oh yeah, I forgot about that fight. Devin Young against Calvin Burnett.
Devin the Destroyer.
Yeah, and he won that fight by TKO.
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Well,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was going. I think we both picked. I think I went Calvin, and for a second it looked, and then it
was like, oh, this is
yeah.
How many pounds altogether?
7.
7. Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Remember the security guard was like, watch.
Watch
It's coming.
The security guy's like, watch this kid. I've seen him last time. Watch this.
He said every time he fights, it's a knockout.
He's gonna catch him. He's gonna catch him.
Really?
The last fight, and boom, the right hook, dude, and caught him, and that was it.
The first round.
Yeah. But yeah, so we ended up taking a picture with the dude Colby, and nice guy, really nice guy. And yeah, a little taller than us, dude. His frame was like he was like a fucking like it was like this, a V.
Yeah, like a V. Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Like
so
Johnny
on the way,
Bravo.
On the way, Johnny Bravo.
Hey.
Fucking linebacker.
Ooh-yah.
And he just looked at me.
Oh yeah.
He just looked at me. He's like, yeah, man. Thanks, man. But he's like, get the fuck out of here, what boy? Fuck you up. Fuck you up. All right. While you were drunk, let's go. But thank you for Kings. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean we gotta when they get their Bethlehem show, man, we gotta promote it, man. Make sure that anybody that's in that area goes and sees it.
Right. So just walk by and see it.
Huh. Caught you taking a peek there, Charlie.
Take a little tickle.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with window shopping from time to time.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
while you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
All right. While you were drunk, Achiro, CC Sabathia, and Billy Wagner were all will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Achiro, I was talking about before the show, Achiro had his number retired, or was told his number was going to be retired at a press conference, not expecting, and he walled up and started crying and shit.
Yeah,
it was
he
pretty
lost
cool. CC Sabathia, absolutely. He was one of the most dominant pitchers of that era.
Played for so long, too.
Yeah, he did. Look, I know we got the better of him, and that's what I'll remember him from.
Yeah.
Brett Myers walking and then Shane Victorino hitting the grand slam.
Yeah.
But CC Sabathia was a really good pitcher for a long time. And then
he had like 6 real good years in Cleveland before he even went to Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah, and then went to the Yankees.
He pitched for like 7 years with them or whatever.
And Billy Wagner. So like people were pissing on that one, and I think it's here.
Yeah,
because he had two years here, and he had a good year here. But like people still liked watching him pitch because you got to think back. I was talking about this with my wife, like
fucking 100 miles an hour.
We're talking 25 years ago. No one hit 100 unless their name was Randy Johnson or Billy Wagner. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. No one hit 100. And when he hit 100, everyone in Vet Stadium cheered.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I went to his first game, and everyone fucking went nuts. And he even said, he goes, no one even remembers if it was a ball or a strike. And by the way, it was a ball. I remember. Like Billy Wagner said that. It was a ball. Like,
Billy Wagner was kind of a dick.
He was a dick. And that's why people – but guess what?
So what? He threw 100 miles an hour.
He's one of the best left-handed relief pitchers of all time. Like, and he was a great closer. And he pitched for a bad Houston team. And was a really good closer for so many years. And that was a big deal when the Phillies got him. And then he went – didn't he go to the Mets after?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought he came from the Mets. I guess he went to the Mets afterwards.
He went to Houston, then came here, and then went to the Mets. And that's why people felt a weird thing about him, because he went to the Mets and pitched for a rival and you know, handled us for a couple of years. And
I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
But I think it's deserved. But we were talking about before the show, next year's class, first time.
No one?
No one's getting in. Hamels is probably the biggest name, and Hamels is
really.
So that leaves Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, who's, by the way, going to be in his last year of eligibility, and then the next name
Utley
is Chase Utley.
He got 40% of the vote.
He had the biggest jump from last
yeah,
year.
like he's trending in the right direction. Me personally, Chase Utley at the all-time Philly. Thank you. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I checked the stats. He actually compares pretty well to Jimmy Rollins, believe it or not.
Yeah, but Jimmy Rollins is shortstop.
Okay.
So you like, for Hall of Fame reasons, you can't compare it to Jimmy Rollins. Like, it's two different positions.
I see what Mike's saying though, but second
base and
second base and shortstop are kind of they're probably the most comparable infield positions you can. Well, first and third though too, but still, maybe nowadays maybe third base more so, but second and shortstop are probably your positions that you can look at more comparably than any other position, because you know it's not a power spot, right? It's more of a defensive position and all this. And if you have decent offensive numbers and you're consistent defensively, or more than consistent defensively, obviously, you might have a shot. You know, Robbie Alomar was I don't know if he was a career 300. He might have been like 293 career hitter or something like that.
Ozzie Smith wasn't a 300 hitter.
Ozzie Smith was not. No, but he was a fantastic defensive player. Jimmy Rollins was a fantastic defensive player. Utley worked on his craft and became a very good defensive player.
Right.
He was a phenomenal offensive player for 6 years. For 4 of those 6 years, he was probably one of the best players in baseball.
Right.
It's hard. I hear what you're saying, Rye. But when I look at that class, they got to vote people in, and I look at that and go,
And Beltran, is he's still with the cheating scandal? And
that's why he hasn't gotten in yet. He will get in. He's going to get in next year. He's going to. Like, if you look,
he's not a steroid guy. He's just the cheating scandal is what is holding him back.
I don't know. I remember there was accusations. He never got caught. It wasn't like with McGuire and Sosa where you knew.
Right.
And Bonds. You all right over there?
Yeah, it was close to my ass.
Yeah, nice.
Just shit yourself.
Spelled all the way over there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, damn, bro.
Yo, it's like, hey, Gary, you all right over there?
Yeah.
That was about right.
We'll all be a shit covered dick.
Fucking asshole.
But yeah, Beltran's got to get in. He's the all-time postseason home run leader.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Aside from having to put somebody in, the four of us, the five of us, all watched Chase Utley's whole career. His whole career, we all watched it. Is he a Hall of Famer in your eyes?
No.
To me, he's
a Wall of Famer.
A Phillies Hall of Famer?
No, like a baseball Hall of Famer.
Let me finish, okay? Before you jump, you go.
Let me finish.
Settle back a little bit there, boy. Chase Utley as a Philly to the Phillies Hall of Fame, yes. to the National Hall of Fame? No.
I'm
That's
kind
where
of.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree with it. But
I'll be happy if he gets in, but
it's not like all of us are like, oh, absolutely not.
No,
he's borderline.
He's a borderline. He's like, to me, like I'm just gonna say this. To me, he's like the Eli Manning. Maybe that's unfair. That might be unfair.
He's like a Ryan Sandberg. No, Ryan Sandberg was a little bit better, wasn't he?
yeah, Ryan Sandberg did it a lot longer.
16 years though, dude.
Chase played 16.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how many of them years was he like kind of a shell though? You know what I mean?
So 14 years. You know, like
that's a good point. That's a good point, Sean. That's a good point.
point.
He was always a solid. His whole
maybe-
career, he was a solid baseball player.
I think he deserves a fair shake. If he gets in, great. If he doesn't, I don't think there's anybody.
Do you think he should get in over Rollins?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. I think Rollins deserves
But
more.
Rollins isn't going to get in.
No, he might not.
No, he's not.
It doesn't
And
look like
why is it like? Is Utley that much more likable?
Rollins was the
like,
leader of the team. Rollins was an MVP. Utley was never an MVP.
Utley was never an MVP.
Rollins took plays off. Chase Utley did it.
No, what are you talking? Oh, Rollins took plays off. Chase Utley did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like a little bit.
I think that does play a part. I think people.
Yeah, I
look,
think that's playing a huge part in.
people do look at that stuff. I mean, look, the baseball writers to me shouldn't be the ones.
You think that they're like the curmudgeons? You play the game the right way.
A lot of
like,
them are, yeah, and you know,
Yeah, they don't change with the times. Baseball's changed a lot.
there are younger writers who get the vote now, which is helping people like Utley maybe a little bit. But yeah, you're right. It's the whole like, you know, we can't hear or we can't we don't see what their value is if they're not playing every play hard. Yeah. So, all right.
Next story.
Yeah, real quick. All right. So Bob Uecker passed away. Ah, shit. I gotta
Speaking of our shit, here's the pitch.
Shit.
I'm trying to. I hear you got.
Oh, shit.
There it is. Bob Uecker passed away. And then also another
one hit, one goddamn hit. You can't say goddamn on.
Boy, we never
doesn't
seen
matter.
it
Nobody's
close
listening
one.
anyway.
Stop drinking all this.
Who gives a shit?
And David Lynch.
No, and the second one though, he's all hammered.
He's hammered. You gotta stop
Very
drinking.
nice.
And yeah, David Lynch was the other death last week. David Lynch, the director, directed a lot of crazy ass movies and videos, and very innovative. He directed the first Dune.
Yes.
Yep.
He directed the first Dune movie back in 1984, 1985.
He had a lot of music videos, right? Nine Inch Nails.
He did Nine Inch Nails. He did a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of
creative dude, man.
Twisted, Peaky Blinders, or Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks.
I
always mix them up. Twin Peaks. Something I brought up that happened last week. There was a lot of hires that happened, but I wanted to highlight this one. Mike Vrabel going to the Patriots.
Makes no sense.
You don't think it makes any sense besides the fact that he's a Patriot?
Although remember, Mike Vrabel with Tennessee beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
playing that.
I remember where I was for that too.
That was taking all size penalties and just staring over and just smiling
Yeah.
while he was doing it.
Yep, I remember that.
I forgot he was a Patriots guy.
That was his big year.
Yeah.
And then after that,
he fizzled out after that. Yeah.
That to me doesn't.
Oh, he fizzled out when they traded AJ Brown.
Well, yeah, that didn't help.
They were fizzling.
I think I think that's where like it started going the wrong direction in Tennessee. I think Vrabel's a good coach.
So you like the hire?
I do. I like it. It makes so much sense. Like so much sense. Like where else? You know what I mean?
Look, I'll say this: they have a good defense already, a decent defense in New England, and they can build off of that. I don't know.
He needs a good offensive mind.
I don't know how he helps you with offense. Tannehill had 2 good years out of the 5 under Vrabel. 1 year was injured, so that's unfair. So 2 out of 4 to be fair. To be fair.
Didn't he take him to the playoffs twice?
He did.
Three times, I think. The one time they were the 1 seed, weren't they?
Where the fuck?
Yeah, they lost early in that. I think
Baltimore beat them.
Did they really?
Yeah.
To be fair.
Up here.
Nah, was that with Jackson? Not with Lamar Jackson.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
I don't know.
Maybe they weren't the 1 seed. I remember Baltimore beating them at one point in the playoffs.
No, I think that maybe they beat Baltimore when Baltimore.
Or maybe they beat Baltimore.
Oh, they beat Baltimore. That was Lamar's like 2nd year.
Yeah.
Okay, they beat Baltimore.
But I don't know. Other teams that get stronger, and it's just another point where baseball might need to think about doing something. Raku Sasaki and Tanner Scott both went to the Dodgers last week.
Did they get deferred money too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sure did. So that continues to be an issue. I mean, Phillies
Baseball's got to put a salary cap.
They got to do something because now teams
like.
Yeah, but you know what? They've been doing it for years. We've been saying the same thing about the Yankees. Although now it's deferred money. That's like, does that have to come back and haunt them at some point?
I would think so. Like, think about. I mean, did it really come
Yeah,
back
what if in 15 years they're terrible and they have no revenue coming in and they got to pay all these dudes?
Mm-hmm. That's the only way it would really hurt them. But
you think if they're still good, that they're going to just be able to still continue to kind of.
But when the
print
Dodgers
money?
not going to bring everyone's going to Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
like they're
the car wash.
like even when they stink, like they're still the Dodgers.
You think they're still going to be able to?
It's like
print
the
money
Cubs, like the Cubs, Wrigley Field. Like how the Cubs have been bad for all but 3 years in the last 100.
They had a city.
Yeah, but they're not
stadium's always packed.
Yeah, but they're not spending crazy like that.
Yeah, but they still sell out every. You know what I mean?
I know, but like again, like if they're not spending like
I see what you're saying because now you're going to owe, whatever the fuck his name is, $32 million, fucking more than that, $40-something million a year. Yeah, that's true.
60, I think it is. Like it's going to be like,
good.
Bags.
Good. Hope it fucks them up.
Yeah, but
burn motherfucker.
They said I don't remember who the Yankees signed, but the Yankees, Mets, and Dodgers spent $1.5 billion this all season. The other 29, 27, whatever it is, 2017, 1.3 billion. 3 teams spent more than the other 27 combined.
Oh my god! I remember like Mike and I.
That's the Juan Soto.
Mm-hmm. I remember Mikey and I, early 20s, playing basketball in the afternoon, on the courts in Northeast Philly, and then we just sit on the side and bitch about
the
Yankees.
Yes,
just bitch about the Yankees and how they went out and spent all this money and all. But now there's multiple teams doing that. And the Phillies are one of them.
The Phillies are one of them. The Phillies, you can't cry that poor with the Phillies because.
But as a baseball fan, something's got to be done. Like this is stupid. It's stupid.
Well, they did. They put luxury tax that nobody gives a shit about.
Nobody cares,
especially with when it's deferred.
Well, you know why you don't? Because you just raise your prices. Oh, we're gonna. Oh.
I said it I said it back then.
Yeah.
Because nobody gives a shit because you continue to raise prices and people still pay it.
Yep.
Oh, the Phillies upgraded their lights and their Panavision thing, whatever.
Oh, you hear that? They're doing a whole.
Oh yeah, they're getting a new a digital scoreboard.
Thank God for that because we really fucking need that. They're putting a scoreboard going from foul pole to foul pole all the way around the concourse.
How's that work?
so instead of remember how they show your whatever type of pitch here and it's advertise. It's gonna be it's gonna be all advertisements. First of all, half the thing's gonna be advertisements, digitized.
It's all on the wall.
And it's all going to be on.
It's all the home run wall, right?
Stupid. No, the inside of the stadium.
Oh,
you can't do the outside because you have Ashburn Alley. It's going to be inside, going all the way around
okay.
the whole bowl of stadium. Fucking bullshit.
$1 million.
Assholes. All right, last thing. The Sixers stadium backfired last week on the city, I guess I should say. And now they're building a new stadium. And I'm saving this for last on purpose. Wells Fargo will be torn down. The Flyers and Sixers are going 50-50 on a brand new stadium.
Where are they building the stadium?
I guess it's right next to it. You didn't hear this?
I heard about this new stadium.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the park is going to be a nightmare.
And the other thing too is that they already have development plans for other shit down there. They're building a mall. They're building a fucking.
How do they have the room? Like parking's a nightmare down there already.
Figure it out.
Knock some trees down and
just fill in the lake. That's all.
I don't know what. I don't know what they're going to do.
They should put it in a park down there.
Where
we called it League Island. It's now called Veterans Park or something like that.
Yeah.
Right across from the stadiums, that big park down there.
The only thing
FDR?
FDR Park.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think, like,
where perfect spot for it.
Like while they're playing, because you can't like just
you can't knock down one and then have the other.
Like they have to. The new one has to be built
right on Broad Street, like right in that small parking lot, like where we parked for the Philly. Where we're trying to park for the Phillies game, where this train station is, like right there, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I think the thing down in Chinatown, I don't think that was ever going to be.
Yeah, but most of these people
that was posturing. You think? You think that was just them posturing? That
just for them to give us some kind of a tax break or something, and,
right?
We'll put it there. Okay, give us a tax break or give us some place to put another stadium. It's sort of like a what do they call it? Bait and switch or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever was going to go there.
Well,
weird, but you know what? They spent like $1 billion on that bait and switch.
Yeah.
Like the amount of money that went into this just to have it blow up it's sickening. It's sickening.
Well, apparently the thing that really had the deal fall through is that
Macy's was closed.
The people in Chinatown were saying we can't see this happening, and then the city official said, "Well, just open your fucking eyes."
Like you didn't see where this was coming.
I see now.
He said the people in Chinatown. The second he said it, I was like, "Oh, here we fucking go."
I see now.
Fucky sucky.
So the reason why the city's pissed off is because it was like, oh, they threw us for a loop because now it's a tax break. They were gonna like you just said, they were gonna help out this people. Well, the thing is, they're still gonna help out Market East.
I heard.
They're still gonna help out Market East no matter what, which is still weird because they're not even. Yeah, why? Because it was part of the whole. They had a fucking back.
It's so fucking. I need to fucking take a shower.
This deal was negotiated before it was announced that they were doing the stadium in Center City.
Right.
This deal was already on the table.
Way too quick.
That's what I'm saying. They used it as a negotiation point.
It's fucking. It's disgusting. It's shady. It's
business.
Philly.
That's Philly for you.
Yeah, it'll be a nice venue though.
We haven't played that game in a while.
It's going to be a state-of-the-art venue.
Yeah.
The other one's not that old.
We're not going to be able to afford to go to.
The other one's 25 years old.
Who's going to want to go see the fucking Flyers and Sixers? They fucking suck.
Dang.
Well, maybe in 7 years they won't suck, Mike.
He's fucking mad. Fucking.
I'm not lying.
He was the last one, though. Like you got to give him credit. He was the last one to jump off the edge.
I hung on as long as I could.
He hung on.
It's over.
Me and Sean were out 2 years ago.
That's done.
Mike just hung on, and hung on. You got to give him credit, man.
Think about the future, Mike. They'll be all right.
I don't even know if Embiid's playing. Fucking Jay hits me up every other day. Hey, the Sixers, they suck. I'm like, I don't care. I don't know they were even playing. I don't care.
So fucking what?
All right, guys. Let's call it a show. It was fun. That was a fun show. I say one more for the road. You know,
I got practically a full one.
Well, no. That's not what I meant.
Oh,
we have. Here we go.
She's checking in on you.
Here we go. Dave Peterson. Sunday. Good night, gents. Sunday's game will be epic. If you head out, celebrate. Be safe. Next week we'll talk about the Eagles playing the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Eagles fly. Road to victory. ELGLs.
Appreciate you, Dave.
What I meant was one for the road.
EAGLES. Eagles. We're going to be chanting that a lot on Sunday.
Let's hope so. See you guys next week, Mikey.
Penis out.
Podcast is done. All right. Let's hope.
Good show, fellas.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Pop.
Later, Ryan. Are you coming over tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be over.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
All right, bro. See you tomorrow, man.
Guess around 5.
That late?
Yeah.
I'll talk to Mom about it tomorrow, Dad.
Okay.
Love
you
you
got
too,
family
Pop.
affairs going on.
All right, bro. All right, man. All right, Papa Sheep.
Nice seeing you.
You too, man.
Right.
Thanks for the kind words. I have a heart on now.
No problem, man.
All night.
Give credit where credit's due.
I appreciate it, man.
Ah, you got an Eagles. I like the jacket.
Yeah,
nice.
That's a nice jacket.
Hey, where's the jacket?
Oh, it's reversible. That's cool.
That was a Christmas gift about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Something.
Nice.
Yeah.
I bought that for you, and I just gave it to him.
Okay. Fuck you.
I did get you the flag. Did you see the flag yet?
No.
Yo, which one of you two guys
It's still in my car.
still in his car? Bring it tomorrow, Ryan.
It's still in my car.
All right, Ryan's got something for you.
Yeah, I got something for you, but you're
That was like a month
It's-
ago.
it was like a month ago.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, see you guys.
No, it's like I know it's fucked up, but seriously, what happened? Like I put it in my back seat, and I don't ever use the back seat of my car,
Yeah,
and I forgot, dude.
that's
I'm
all right.
sorry, man.
That's funny. So who's on with us right now for boner coverage? Who's watching right here? Who's watching?
All
right
right,
here?
well, I'm gonna.
You hitting the
take a
head?
piss, yeah.
All right. You can leave it. We got Jay. I guess Jay Parr, Dave Peterson, two of my guests.
Of course, Jay Parr's on. He's been waiting for boner
He's
coverage.
been quiet.
For
Though. He's been quiet.
Yeah, he has been
He said
quiet.
a few things. He said a few. He never really chimes. I mean, he chimes in here and there. He just sits back and watches and shit.
When Mike comes back, I'm gonna go have a cigarette, Sean.
All right.
That was nice seeing Mike. That I didn't think he was gonna come without Ricky Waters.
Well, yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't sure. I did save it. What is she saying? Oh, here we go. So Jalen Hurts. Wait, why is this? Oh, Quinn sent this to me. Oh, one is y'all MVP. The other is a glorified running back. And then that last week's stats: 15 out of 20, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers, 91 rating. The other one's 16 for 22, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, 86 rating.
Except Mahomes,
No,
Allen.
Allen and Hurts. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, where's the criticism on Allen? Like,
Right. He played in the snow too, and Hurts had a bum knee, man. Like he was banged up last week. Dude, I got to tell you, I was concerned early in the week when he came out after the game and they asked him, how hurt is your knee? And he said, well, I finished the game. Well, how are you going to be next week? He said, we'll see. And I'm like, oh, no. He's going to He's going to wear a
Hurts
brace.
doesn't ever give you anything, though, dude. That's why I didn't read too much into it.
No, but the fact that they asked him today and they said, "Are you going to be wearing a brace?" And he said, he didn't say if possible. What did he say? He said it's very
likely.
Not likely. He said another, but yeah, it's happened. Like that's an option or something. He said like he's going to be wearing a brace, and
yeah, if he wasn't going to be wearing one, he would just said no.
I'm thinking it's like an MCL sprain.
Yeah,
which that's gonna affect him, man. That's gonna affect his running and shit. And you just gotta hope it's just enough where he can still make plays. Like just please, still be able to run for that first down. Think about how many times this year we were like, "Oh, this play's dead,"
and then he runs 8-9 yards and gets the first down,
or even 5 and makes it a 3rd and 2 as opposed to a 3rd and 9, right? Like, like my math was wrong there, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
also, can he run the touch push?
He did last week. He scored, except for the fact that Lane moved. Yeah, he's going to have to play off that leg. Playing off that drive with that leg to try to get in the end zone. That's a concern. It's definitely a concern. And God damn it, I hope it's not a factor. I really do. I hope it's not a factor, man. Oh, it's funny. They're talking about and there you go. Redskins Giants right there.
Yeah.
The last NFC East title game, 1986. If only they were here 2 hours ago.
Yeah, right. We could have used that information.
So I went into the bathroom. I didn't want to go. I figured that one of them two was probably going into the bathroom over here. So I went into the bathroom on the side.
Uh-huh.
I almost tripped over 17 boxes of Amazon packages.
Fuck's sake, dude. They're empty.
I know.
They've been here since fucking Christmas.
Dude, you know what's funny? I thought about it and I'm like, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to fucking set Sean off. I'm going to piss him off because I know that they've been.
I shut the door because I don't want to fucking look at it. I'm
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Sean, don't get rid of them, dude. Fight your instinct. Just leave them.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's why they're there since Christmas because Sean wouldn't do it.
That's right.
Like there's a twitch in Sean when I was like, he's going to be so pissed when I bring this up.
Dude, I as soon as he said the other bit, I knew where he was going with it. I'm like, yep.
I literally almost tripped there. Like,
Empty fucking boxes in the middle of
they're just sitting there. There's no reason for them to be there.
Literally no reason. Well, should I get rid of it's recycling week? Should I get rid of them? Not yet. Are we saving them for? Are we going to mail Dick? Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? What's happening here?
Yeah, that will drive me fucking bonkers. Just like a fucking laundry basket that gets done and it sits there for fucking 4 days.
Yeah.
Or the laundry that sits on the couch. Just sits there.
Dude, my wife will sit there. She'll see a piece of paper that sits for 2 days and she'll fucking go absolutely like this. What is this? It's cluttered. It's cluttered. I'm like, it's a piece of paper that's like.
That's me though.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Mike. I ain't gonna lie.
One sheet of paper, it's like sitting somewhere for 2 days, and you're like,
it depends what it is.
But why is it there? Like it's either trash or you need it. Put it away or get rid of it.
It's on the kitchen counter. Like you want me to make dinner tonight? Get this fucking kitchen counter clean.
It could be on like it could be off to the side on like an end table or something.
Yeah, I want about it. Like that would be like when I go to clean up. That would be like, all right, this is getting thrown out when I clean on fucking Friday. And that's what happens. It gets tossed.
So how many times do you argue because you threw something out that you weren't supposed to?
Oh, dude, it's every week. What the fuck did that come from? Juicy IP. Where did that Voodoo Ranger come from?
I brought it.
Oh, you brought it? I thought you only brought this.
I'm gonna grab a cigarette, fellas.
All right.
No, I brought this.
Chocolates.
I brought the double chocolates and then these two.
Oh, okay. All right, nice.
I got more. You want me to bring more for Sunday?
Which ones?
These. Well, I got more.
Do I need those? No, but I'm not gonna say no. I mean, Sunday's gonna be a day, dude.
Yeah,
Sunday's gonna be a day.
And you're home, so.
Yeah, but I have work the next day. But still,
you say that now.
Well, you know what? That's a good point. So if the Eagles lose, I might take Monday. If the Eagles win,
then you want to save it for the
I'm
after
gonna
Super
save
Bowl?
it for the day after.
I already
Super
took
Bowl.
the day. I already took off the day after Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. If they're not in, I don't fucking care. Like, if they're not in it, if it's
I take the day after Super Bowl off every year.
I know. But if it's not them in, like if it's the Redskins and the fucking Chiefs,
yeah,
I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna watch it. Of course, I'll watch it. I watched when Tampa Bay and the Raiders were in it, and I fucking hated every second. Actually, that was my least favorite Super Bowl ever. Oh my god! Like even when Carolina beat us and the Rams beat us and all that, when Tampa Bay beat us,
that hurt.
And it was the Raiders.
Yeah,
I could not care less. I had no interest in that Super Bowl.
that Arizona Pittsburgh one kind of. Well, you kind of like the Steelers though. That kind of sucked.
But it was a good game.
It was a good game.
Like not St. Animals. The fuck.
Who was it that?
The fuck was his name? Not Santana. Was it Santana Moss who caught the ball? Did Santana Moss go to Pittsburgh?
No, you're thinking of
the fuck was his name? What was his name?
Barris.
No,
Santonio Holmes.
Santonio Holmes. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Santonio Holmes. I was close. Santonio Holmes catching that ball in the back of the end. That was it.
Yeah,
unbelievable catch.
That
man.
was
a
the
good Super
catch.
Bowl.
That was just as good as the catch.
That was a good Super Bowl. No, because even that, dude, like of the 4 title game losses of that era with Andy Reid era, the Rams hurt because I didn't think we were going to get back again.
Right.
Because like that to me was like that was the first in my lifetime
Right.
that the Eagles had been in that spot, and I had to go bowling that night.
You actually bowled that night.
I had a bowl through the first half, and the second half I sat at the bar and watched it in the bowling alley,
right,
and watched the second half. Or maybe I have it reversed. I might have it reversed, and I caught the end going back. So, getting there, watched the first half, went bowling because it's a long fucking story. But I was in a bowling league, and the girl I was dating got all mad, and I said, "I'm not missing." And I got a bunch of shit for it. Like it was a fight. It was a fight. Looking back,
you shouldn't have bowled.
No, you could pre-bowl. You can bowl earlier in the day, and whatever your score was averages out, and then the other team has to beat it. Like later. No, I wasn't allowed to do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I not by the league rules, by my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not doing that. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was fucking miserable. There was nobody there because everyone's watching the fucking game like most people would be.
Right.
Eagles are in a title game, and I'm bowling in
Yeah.
some fucking stupid league.
That was like it wasn't like competitive.
It was a money league. No, it was a money league.
Oh, it was a money league?
It was, yeah.
But it wasn't like you guys weren't like.
Nah, we weren't that good. And I missed I probably missed half the game, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had it up
right
on the screens, but you're not you can't pay
there's only
you
so
don't
much
know
you
what's
can do.
going on. You can't
Right.
hear anything. But yeah, that sucked. So but still losing that game meant a lot because that was the first title game in my lifetime that the Eagles were in.
Yeah.
And then the next but you weren't sure. And then the Tampa Bay one was the toughest. The least toughest one was Arizona to me.
See, I think the least toughest was St. Louis.
The Rams.
That was the least toughest to me. Yeah.
I just didn't think they were going to get back.
Right.
Looking back now, I'm like, yeah, because that Rams team was so stacked and like our odds were against us and all. I get that, but at the time, I was so.
The second one was Arizona, but I did expect us to beat Arizona at the time.
I did. No one expected us to be there though, because
Right.
like
Neither us nor
Dude,
Arizona
I
was
remember
supposed to be there.
That was the year McNabb got benched.
Yeah, it was, and then they came back the Thanksgiving night game and lit up Arizona that night.
Yep.
On Thanksgiving, he lit up Arizona.
Yeah.
But Fitzgerald killed us in that championship game.
Yeah.
Killed us.
Fitzgerald's
But I agree, Sean, the hardest one. That's probably the hardest loss.
And then Kevin Curtis dropping the pass.
Yeah.
Dropped the fucking pass. Wide open, dropped the pass.
Yep. But the Tampa Bay one's probably the hardest overall sports loss in my life.
Well, that's what I wrote up as this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely mine. Definitely mine. 100%
I'd
mine.
say that or honestly, maybe the Sixers losing to Boston.
This last
couple years ago.
Yeah, but at least that was the second round.
Right.
I had a tough time. This is a random one. I had a tough time when the Flyers lost to the Lightning in 2004. I had a really tough time. That was the Primo year. That was the that wasn't the overtime year. That wasn't the overtime year against Pittsburgh. That was a really good team that year. Brind'Amour, I think that was Brind'Amour's last year here.
No, if Primo was here, they traded Brind'Amour.
They were trading him. Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, you're right.
Raonic was here though.
Yeah. Maybe it was. I think
Bobby Boucher was a goalie.
Declares last year or something. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That team.
Gagne was in his prime.
Did we have what's his face? The defenseman.
Luke Richardson.
No, you're thinking of Pronger. No,
Chris Pronger. Now he was after that, right?
Yeah.
Desjardins was still on that team, wasn't he?
Still here. Terry was still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they lost to Tampa Bay. That was tough because Tampa Bay was a 10-year-old team.
Yeah.
12-year-old team. You're like, first time in the playoffs and shit. Like, come on.
I went 7, didn't it?
It did. They lost in 7.
Yeah.
I was down Wildwood. Watched Game 7 in Wildwood. I was fucking pissed. Oh my god.
The year they lost in New Jersey too, when Lindros came back, dude.
That was a tough one. 2000.
Oh,
that was a tough
they
one.
were up 3-1.
I mean, it seems like it could be. The Phillies losing to Arizona was bad.
Phillies in Arizona was rough.
That was rough.
Yep. Yeah, you come back for 6 and 7. Wheeler and
But the worst part is we saw it coming.
Yep.
You saw it coming.
I didn't think so. You think after they won Game 5?
Game 5, you start to feel better. Game 6, when you start to see Arizona be more aggressive, and I'm like, oh, this isn't good. Like, you can just tell like they were starting to take the momentum and run with it, and they did.
No, they gave up 4 in the first fucking inning.
And they won Game 6. I'm like, yeah, this is over. And the same thing with it was the same thing with the Sixers. When they won Game 6, it was like, yeah, I think this is over. And then same thing with the Sixers, Game 7. I'm like, I don't have much faith. I sat right here. I sat right behind Mike. Watched that game on a Sunday afternoon. Went, they're gonna fucking lose this game.
Yep, they didn't even show up, man.
They get blown the fuck out. That's the epitome of this fucking team. That Sixers team. Bunch of fucking quitters, man.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Peterson said 97 Cup Finals against the Red Wings when they swept them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That team was great.
I mean,
that Flyers.
I hear you, Dave, and I thought the same thing. But looking back on that, like they had no shot. Flyers had no
They had
shot.
no goaltending, dude.
Well, I mean,
Heston was done.
Yeah, but at the only Flyer that showed up in that series was Brind'Amour.
It's Brind'Amour, yeah. They were toast, dude. They hadn't played a season that long.
And they finally beat the Devils.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, you look back like the Eagles in 1980, they beat the Cowboys. Like that was the Super Bowl. for them.
You finally got over Claude Lemieux.
Yep.
And Brodeur and that team, man. And it's a hard fought series. And fucking Fedorov and fucking Yzerman and all those guys and Chris Osgood. Oh God. 151 yards allowed rushing Washington in the postseason.
Yeah,
Dude, come
Gibbs.
Come
Oh,
on.
shit. I just put a fucking
Gibbs was running.
Yo, he put a pistachio nut in his open beer.
Gibbs was running all over them
He
before
was.
the game got out of hand. Like,
Dude, this might be it. I might take that over.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I like the Gainwell one better though.
I like the Gainwell. The 8 yards.
Yeah.
Take Saquon and Gainwell over, and the Saquon odds or the Gainwell odds are not bad. You're gonna tell me Gainwell isn't gonna run for 10 yards?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Just do that right now while I'm fucking sitting here.
Yeah, while you're drunk. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Right?
Drunk bets are always good.
I put $100 on it. All right, let's see. Let's do a live bet right here. Log in, motherfucker. Won't log me in.
you're putting it in now?
Just thinking about it. Yeah. But it won't let me log in for some reason.
Well, think about it. Do it tomorrow.
Hold on there.
Nah, Sean can't wait till tomorrow. Sean has no patience.
Wait till tomorrow.
That song came on my thing the other day. I was cracking up thinking about that.
That's a good album, man.
That's a good album.
All right, let me in. All right, cool. Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. Let's see. I am. It's your son. It's your son. I am. Ah! 16 years old.
There's an instrumental on that album that's really good too.
Saquon over.
Yeah.
Kenneth Gainwell over. I'm already a 205 cat. Oh, I'm already plus 205. And then the Eagles to win outright. Let's see what that is. Then the Eagles to win outright puts me at a 239 over.
And you get 34 on that. That doesn't do anything
If
for
I
you.
do $20, it's 47.
Eh.
The Eagles will win outright. Doesn't do enough for you.
Yeah, I'm not doing the 6.5 though. I mean, even though I said 34-17, that was.
I hear you, but
that was podcast.
I would just
talking.
not. I would just not take the Eagles on that.
Yeah, but it doesn't help anything.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not going to be happy either way. But I
Let me
mean,
see. What is it without it? It's 205. So if you do 20, that's only 40. Yeah, it's $6 difference. It's not that big of a difference. Let's see what else. How about a? What do we got here? They got a thing called hypothetical matchups. Don't you hypothetical me?
was that the Super Bowl matchup?
Yeah. Maybe I should do that instead and put that in there too.
Taking the Bills.
Oh yeah, shit. We never get our predictions for the other game.
No, there isn't different.
No, we didn't.
About it.
Yeah, I'm. So me and Papa Sheet are the only ones. I think the Bills. I just don't think. I think the Bills have enough offensive firepower, and they outlast the Chiefs.
You could throw a billion arguments at it, and I'd be like, yeah, that's true.
But until Mahomes does it,
until they lose, I'm not. Yeah.
Yep. I completely agree, Mike.
I feel, and as if we sit right now, if it's Bills and Eagles,
taking the Eagles.
I actually go Bills. I hate to fucking say it. As we sit right now, I there's something about that scares the shit out of me. That matchup, that offense, like
Colts is
Chiefs
good.
are a better matchup.
I think for the Eagles, yeah. I think the Chiefs.
Although the the Bills and Chiefs both they rank in the bottom of the league on third down defense.
And the Eagles are running the best.
Yep.
All right, what else should I do on this bet then to make it stronger?
Well, you could just leave it at the 2 instead of being a sucker and trying to like do like 17
Well,
bets and like get like $1,000 payoff.
What's 3? It's Saquon over 125, Gainwell over 8.5. Oh, it is only 2. I didn't do the.
Yeah, you didn't do the other one.
I didn't do the Eagles. Well, I think the Eagles are gonna win though. What the fuck?
What about the Bills take
Yeah,
over?
but that's only like a $20 thing. Like it's not worth it. It's not worth it to throw in an extra to win
For $7.
Yeah, to win $7, it's just not worth it.
All right, that's what I'll do. Deposit $100. Gary, yo, I'm just gonna put this out there right now for listeners and for everyone on this panel.
That's a good one.
I've been picking Gary's bets for him, right, for the last few weeks. They'll let me do it. All right. So I put it in. I win $61 if I. Okay. All right, it's done.
That's just a 2, right?
Yeah. So I've been picking Gary's bets, right? So Gary's like, "What's the money line?" So I give it to him, because he won 2 weeks in a row, right? So 2 weeks ago he told me put the 100. He's giving me $100. Put the 100 on the Eagles to win against the Green Bay. Straight up. No, we did money line. I said the money line. All right, so money line's this. The spread's this. Whatever the spread is, 4.5. I said they're gonna beat Green Bay by more than 4.5.
So you gave him with the spread.
He goes, all right, give me the spread. So he did, and he won 100. And his total money was 188. He goes, give me 100 back. So I did. Maybe I might be messing up the weeks, but whatever the case was, he had $88 left or something. So last week it was put bet in for me. So I give him the money line, and he didn't like it because the odds weren't great. Like you would have bet his 100 or whatever, and it was going to give him $37 back. Wasn't worth it. He goes, I don't know. Think of a parlay. I was like, okay. So I actually played almost the same parlay as he did on the side. So I did Saquon over 100. I did Jalen Hurts over
TD or something,
40 yards and the Eagles to win. And I bet his whole whatever he had left. And they obviously did that because Hurts. Oh, no, it was Hurts 25 yards, Saquon over 100, and Eagles to win. And he won. And then I did on my own like a $10 bet, Saquon anytime, Saquon over 100, and Jalen over 25, and I got that. So Gary goes, all right, cool. Cash me out. I had it right. It was 185. Yeah, whatever. I said, okay. And I joked around. I was like, so what do I get for picking the parlay for to help you win? And he didn't say nothing. I was like, I guess I'm keeping the 88 cents. And he goes, yeah, just do that. I don't know.
And that's where he left it?
Yeah. I kept 88 cents of his $100 that he won. I put in the fucking bet for him, and I won it for him.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
No. Right? Like, I don't know. Am I wrong? Like, I don't know.
No, throw you $20.
Give me 20. Give me 20 out of that 100. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put it in for the next one if we win. I'll split it with you for next week or something. Like, I don't know.
He just doesn't get it.
No. Right? Like, I put that parlay together for him. The win.
Yes.
There's got to be something for that, yeah.
Like anybody else would have thrown you $20. Gary just doesn't get it.
Gary, keep 20. I'll take the 80. All right, cool. Gary, I said, yeah. So I said, so I just keep the 88 cents. He goes, yeah, just do that.
The 88 cents. There's your tip.
88 cents. Thanks. I'm gonna buy a fucking Bazooka Joe. Like all hard and shit. Hard as a rock. Oh, it's got a comic in it from 1977.
Yeah, corny ass joke.
Yeah. bazooka blow. Oh man, I'm hitting up.
Fellas, I think I'm gonna get ready to call it.
All right, I'm going Naked Brewing tomorrow night.
Are you?
At the one in Bristol, yeah.
Yeah, who you going with?
So it's Quinn and I, and then one of Connor's friends' parents. They were like, "Oh, we should go somewhere." Blah blah blah. What about a brewery? So I start naming breweries. I'm like, "Fucking Naked Brewing in Bristol's pretty nice. It's a pretty cool spot."
Yeah.
So we're gonna meet up there. It's like an hour. It's like
Are
literally.
you bringing the kids or?
No. It's
Oh,
just
nice.
us. It's literally like we hang out, have a few drinks, and then go home. It's like it's done by 8:00. So
Nice.
that's all right. Sunday's gonna be a fucking day. So
Yeah.
yo, you is Angie coming with you on Sunday?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is
What do you
Corey
want me to
coming?
bring, dude?
I thought you were gonna bring a dip or something.
Do you like buffalo chicken dip?
Yeah, do that. Yeah, do
All
a
right.
do a bowl of that because Joel, don't worry about like bringing something to dip it in because Joel said he's gonna bring chips and stuff to dip stuff in. I said,
Okay.
Is someone bringing a dip? I said, yeah. He goes, I'll bring stuff to dip it in. I said, okay, cool.
All
and
right.
then whatever you're drinking.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I have some stuff here too, but
Yeah, I probably won't drink much. I might step out back and smoke a joint or something, but I probably won't drink much.
I'm gonna start a bonfire at 1:00.
I'll probably be on my way by around 1:00. So all right.
I'm just I gotta do my mojo. I gotta do my championship game mojo, dude. It's the last two I've done that and they fucking won, and I'm being a weirdo.
Yeah, dude, I hear you, man. I hear you.
I'll bring beer. I mean, unless it's like I just don't want to bring food because I feel like if I bring food, it's just gonna go to waste because there's gonna be so many different fucking things.
Just bring beer. That's cool. Yeah, I'd be fine. Yeah, just do that.
Christine made a cookery.
Oh, dude, last week
3 hours it took her to fucking put it together.
Dude, she brought this tray.
It was like half the size of this fucking
literally
bar.
like, Jay, are you even coming? I will be tailgating at 6 a.m. You better be coming, dude. We got ribs or wings, whatever Mark's bringing. Either or. We're doing meatball sandwiches. We got Chris Schrank's coming.
Is he still coming?
Yeah, he's coming. He grabbed these cookies. Eagles cookies are like this big.
Nice.
Size of areolas. Areola cookies. That's what we're gonna call them. Eagles areolas. Your Pop and Charlotte's cousin's coming.
Oh, is she?
I think.
Okay.
Chris and Christine.
Could be a fucking crew.
These guys. It's gonna be a 2-floor. We're having both. We have
Easily,
to have it on 2 floors. Yeah, that's gonna be a good time, man. And they better win. They better fucking win. Fuck, they better win.
We're good about it. I do.
Yeah,
good about it.
As the week's going on, dude, I'm feeling better and better about it.
I will say I feel better today than I did Monday.
Same here. I did not feel great on Monday.
You were worried about Hurts.
Hurts? Yeah, I was.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm probably the biggest one with what I'm worried about Jaden Daniels.
I know you're a Jaden Daniels fan.
Yeah, I hear you. My thing is, I look at history. Rookie quarterbacks are 0-5 in championship games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I know, like so what? That's last, and I get that, but there's something to be said for that. That's a big pressure situation, and I think the Eagles defense is up to it. Like the Eagles defense, and we have 2 rookies on the defense, like that are playing key positions, but like. The way that line's playing right now, Zach Bond, like I think these guys are going to get at him and they're going to cause confusion. Dude, and Vic Fangio has a plan. He's going to come up with something.
Agreed. Especially against her, again, I know.
Look, they lost 7 fucking games this year.
Yeah, they're not. They're clicking at the right time and they just got a quarterback flying high. Like
are they the fucking Giants of 2011 or whatever year it was? Right? Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, come on. We've been there before. Like, let's go, dude. It's gonna be nerve wracking, man.
Yeah, but it's a champion. It's always nerve-wracking. There's
Yeah.
never like you were nervous about Minnesota. You were fucking nervous as shit about Minnesota. Yeah,
I was, but I remember sitting outside. Sports Talk 916 called me up, and I said they're going to win this game. Nick Foles is going to Nick Foles is going to show you that he deserves to be here.
Yeah, Nick Foles honorary captain on Sunday.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
I remember saying that to those guys, and they're calling, "You're fucking nuts." I'm like, I'm telling you, Nick Foles is going to come out and he's going to ball out. Dude, did I expect that though? No. But holy shit. What did I say? 34-17. So it's going to be 33-17 Eagles. That's what the score's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, Rye.
All right, fellas. I will see you Sunday.
Sounds good.
Stay calm. And let's go, birds.
Yep.
Go Birds.
See you.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
See.
All right, Boner coverage. Everybody tuning in. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week. Let's go, Birds. Let's go, Eagles.
Go Birds.
Go, Birds.